It's only been a short time. It's only been a short time since I was last on. Obviously, covering, doing a watch along with the Loughborough versus Portsmouth Div 1 final. Obviously, Loughborough won. Congratulations. But we're back because it's kicking off in Nottingham again for the biggest rematch of the century, as far as I'm concerned. And we're going to be joined. It's not just going to be me. Same as before. Can have people circling in. Connor will be in. Dylan will be in, but he's in London doing something. They're currently on, if you want to watch it, ladies and gentlemen, bucks.tv. They're currently doing the interviews at the minute. Head coach of Nottingham, Jason Scott, is currently on the mic. I'm sure they recorded it earlier in the day. Let's sort of go through it. UWE, undefeated again, putting up 106 points in a single game against the UEA Pirates. And then you've got the Gold, obviously losing to LBC once and then getting the return fixture against LBC at home. But obviously this game taking place in Nottingham. Could it be something? But while this is all going on, ladies and gentlemen, I've got some guests too, because ladies and gentlemen, when this game ends, it's not over. The Uniball season isn't over until Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, because you might be forgetting that there's two more championship games on after this. They're happening on Sunday. Firstly, up in the north, you have Liverpool Raptors versus the Leicester Longhorns, and down south, you've got the only game featuring two undefeated teams this weekend. That's the Reading Knights versus the Bath Killer Bees. And speaking of the Bath Killer Bees, we're going to be joined by a couple right now.
How you doing, man?
Hello. How you doing?
How are we? How are we, guys? How's Championship Tuesday treating you? Are you paying attention to it at all?
Yeah.
You've got championships of your own to fight for.
Yeah, no, man. I watched the Div 1 game. I was doing some uni work alongside it, but I had it on the background. What a game!
What are your thoughts on it? First of all, we'll get into your stuff. We'll get into the Prem side. But what were your thoughts on that game? Because I'm surprised by it. I thought Portsmouth would at least put something.
Straight up, I was very surprised. When I saw that Portsmouth had beaten the Bobcats, I was like, "Yo, this is going to be hell." But I don't know if they were having an off day or something. But Loughborough just absolutely dominated them, especially in the run game. I mean, their D line was just incredible. They played incredible. They actually got smacked.
It's absolute. The chunk plays there. Again, congratulations to Portsmouth for getting there. Very shifty. But let's talk quickly about the Div 2 South, especially with Reading, especially because we've got this very fun sort of story woven through that both relegated from the Southwest 2 last year, now both in the final, both up and coming teams, both again, as we've stated before, undefeated. Like, what are your thoughts going into Reading, especially because it's at home?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be our biggest challenge this season. I think we'll do a good job. I'm hoping to pull out with a win. We definitely have to respect them as a team.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, you put it in. They're 8-0. We're both 8-0. I think going into the game, we're gonna give them the respect they deserve. I mean, they've made it to the final for a reason. I don't think it's going to be an easy game whatsoever. I think it's going to come down to who executes better and who really wants it. It's going to come down to who wants it more. And I think they're going to give us the toughest game of the season. And we're really, really looking forward to a great game.
What do you think? What do you think is going to be your X factor? Because this is where I'm not going to give away any of the how the sausage is made at Reading, given that I've had the unfortunate pleasure of playing Reading and, not winning. But what are Bath Killer Bees bringing to the table? Because everyone already knows Bath Killer Bees roster, huge, massive, one of the biggest. I remember in looking at the tight ends list and being like, bloody hell, more tight ends than most people have got running backs. but what else are Bath Killer Bees bringing to the championship table?
Yeah, I think the main thing, as a squad, we have definitely a big squad. A lot of rookies this year. I think this is the first year that we're actually able to pull off and get big up American football a bit more at the uni and stuff. Last year was pretty rough. We had low numbers, people playing both sides of the ball constantly in Div 1. And that's what made our game so close. And unfortunately, we got relegated. But I think this year we definitely done really well with the recruitment, getting some big O linemen, some big D linemen as well. I think it's been really good.
Yeah, and I think to add on to that, I mean, you've already mentioned it, but like, I mean, a squad size like that, especially in Div 2, is just such a massive advantage to be able to. I mean, most teams in Div 2. I mean, I used to play for Basketball Bulldogs, and the low numbers just really takes a toll. A lot of rotation, a lot of having to play both sides of the ball. So just the fact that you could actually have high rotations within games is a massive advantage point, and having those kind of numbers at training allows you to have, you know, full 11 and 11 scrimmage sessions like repeatedly and getting rookies, you know, up to speed as fast as possible. I think another advantage is that we just have a great year, like you said, of recruitment, but also a lot of veterans coming back. Yeah. So we had over 28 people on the team that had more than 3 years experience already, understanding the game, knowing how to play in the positions. So that's a massive, massive advantage.
So what does this sort of mean? Obviously, the relegation to then like this immediate sort of bounce back season. What does it mean to, one, have that bounce back, and then two, like Southwest 1 has a pretty tricky div, because I imagine that Reading will be probably somewhere else, given that Cardiff is probably going to come to you, and then you're going to go up to the south, and then I imagine Southampton will leave. But what does it mean to you to, number one, have that bounce back, and then what do you see your 2023-2024 season looking like?
I definitely think it'll be good. We still have a lot of returning players. Obviously, a lot of our rookies and stuff will be stepping up, and having that 1 year experience under their belt, especially, would be really good. It's definitely going to be a tougher league. Every team in there's like a really good team. Seeing some of their games. It'll be interesting. It switched up quite a bit since my first year playing them, but it'd be nice to be back in Div 1 and get some more competitive games on. I think Southwest 2 wasn't too much of a challenge for us.
No, I wonder why. No, I'm sorry, you're breaking up, Dan. You're breaking up. I can't hear what you're saying. But yeah, even still, ladies and gentlemen, we're hopefully moving around. Hopefully, we're in the process of having that South final be streamed. Hopefully, I couldn't see why it's not going to happen. You know, it's one that I'm looking forward to, because like we've done Bath games, we've done Reading games. Why not culminate it with both? Why not culminate it with which, as far as my Div 2 is a real main event. That's why it happens on the Sunday, not the Tuesday.
Straight up.
Yeah, here we go. He's ready. He's ready for you. He's ready for you at the Bobcats. Yep. That is what matters. So I'm not going to ask you for your scores and for your own game, because that'd be silly. That'd be silly. You know, like let's move on. First of all, what time's your game? Where is it? Let's get that out to the people first of all.
So the game is on the 26th of March, so the Sunday. It's going to be a 1 o'clock kickoff, and it's going to be in Fortress Bath. So Uni of Bath.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen, and also hopefully streamed on Sport Tank. So get ready for that. And before you ask, will I be there? No, because as I've stated in the earlier stream, work will fundamentally not give me the day off on Sunday. Like, I can't do anything. It's Gloucestershire's varsity and Div 2 finals. And they're like, nope, you can't have it off. And if you're watching the Bucks TV, you're seeing the Nottingham Gold are ready to take the field. So like, obviously, like, it's difficult to say Div 2 because you guys are probably so focused on what's going on with you. What are your thoughts for this game? Bullets versus Gold.
I got Bullets. I'm backing Bullets. Ooh. There's a lot of the guys on that team that I know. Some friends on there as well. So I'm backing Bullets all the way. I think they got it in the bag, especially after that. I mean, I think the Bullets Carnegie game was probably one of the best Britball games in my life, period. That was incredible. That was some top tier football. And they've just got ballers all around, to be honest. It's going to be a hell of a game. I can't wait to watch it. But yeah, I'm backing Bullets all the way.
For me, I think one of my mates actually had one of them goals in American football.
That's it. Because Dan knows. Even like Mike's picking the gold. Mike has been gold for these streams. I've got the gold personally. Okay. And I've got some flack for that as you would do. But I've got gold here. Last year's game, one of the best games as far as I'm concerned that's ever been played on British soil, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, that's it.
I don't think they'll disappoint.
No, it's gonna be a hell of a game. Can't wait.
Especially considering like Portsmouth Loughborough, they didn't get the juices flowing as far as I'm concerned. It was,
not as much as I thought it was going to be. No, yeah.
No, I thought it was good, but this one, as far as I'm concerned, has got it in the bag. They're still setting up over here. It's just Bath Killer Bees. Why do I have a Bath Killer Bees shirt? That is the question. Why did I buy that on a night out? Why did I buy that? Why do I wear it? Why do I wear it to training? Is the second question. It doesn't make any sense. If I don't know where it is. It's somewhere. I do wear it, but why do I own it?
Well, we're recruiting all year round. Yeah. You want to join a big squad like that, man? You're more than welcome. Come through.
That's it. You say
you started on the O-line though.
You say that like Dan has had the unfortunate pleasure of playing with me at Ouse Valley, and well, I'm a better centre than I was left guard, but I was a fucking shit left guard. So I was shit. Like the fact that I've got better is both good and bad, because if I got worse, then I'd need to have my brain checked, because it wasn't feasible. Like really, that Ouse Valley team wasn't fantastic. 0-8. Was it 0-8?
I think Ouse Valley actually put up some decent games.
No, I'm talking about yeah. The only game that I remember was Colchester at home. That was a good game.
Yeah, we were up.
Colchester at home was good, but it'd be interesting to see, because Ouse Valley versus who is it? We've got Ouse Valley versus someone on the schedule to stream, so that's good.
Are
you playing for them?
I don't think this year, unfortunately.
Who you going with?
Ooh, I can't give that away on the rundown.
No, where you going?
No. Might stay in the southwest. If I'm back in London, maybe.
I was gonna say if it's southwest, I can sort of have a guess of where you're going.
We'll see. Whoever pays
that's
the contracts, that's what I'm going.
Whoever gives him the bag, give him the bag.
Does that guest start with
watch? Honestly, people who need some D line, go watch the Reading Knights versus Killer Bee stream on Sunday. What's your number?
98. Oh, maybe another number. I might have to play both sides.
He'll stand out. You'll be able to see.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. That Dan will stand out, so it's absolutely fine. They're still doing the kickoff. I'm gonna, so I can see Seb waiting, but I'm gonna bring him in. Oh no, I'll bring Seb in. Bloody Seb ruining everything. But yeah, that's sort of all the questions that I've got for the Killer Bees, and then this there's nothing else to say. Like, it's just impressive. Yeah. You're in the final. It's a shame we don't have whoever a Div 2 South and North, because everyone will always ask those questions.
That is a shame. We were talking about this. We wish we could have organized that somehow, but it's a shame.
It really is a shame. It'd be great to have that thing, but as soon as that Div 2 Championship ends, that's when people start going home. It gets a bit sticky.
You know what? We're more than confident that the Sport Tag streaming quality is going to be just as good as Bucks TV for Sunday.
Definitely.
You say that again. We said, as I said in the earlier stream, Bucks TV are doing, they're doing a fantastic job. They got more. They got more cameras than we have, and I'm happy. I'm happy that I don't have to be. Oh bloody hell! Mike's about to hit me with a stat. I'm happy that I don't have to be stood in the cold in Nottingham, when I can just be sat here with a beverage, watching the game and having a fun time, because I've just been sat on my Todd in Nottingham, and I'm not about that. I'm not. People coming up to me telling me, "Oh, you said our team was shit in the rankings." Fucking leave it out. It's the end of the season. That was last season. That was ages ago.
That's all right.
That was ages ago. That was
you voted to win for Reading, to be fair.
Yeah, so. we're back in Dylan. Dylan's made the right decision there.
You say that, but he's currently 0 for 1. He's currently 0 for 1. It's not looking peak.
Nah, we got
It's
you.
not-
We got you.
Yeah, we got you, bro.
Maybe.
By the way, like Dylan should be coming on at some point, but
Okay.
last time he told me he had 6 beers. He's currently in London and his phone's running out of battery. So if he comes on, he comes on. If he doesn't, then I imagine that he's fallen asleep in a bush in Shepherd's Bush. Exactly where it is. So they're about to kick off.
Cool.
Bloody hell, Seb, what are you doing there? Put your glasses on.
I haven't actually got my shades. I left them at All Stars.
Did you actually? You two going
Yeah.
for All Stars? You two probably are.
Ooh, actually, we can't.
We weren't. Yeah,
We
we
didn't.
both have German passports. We can't actually go.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It was a fun day out in the
Yeah.
rain.
Oh,
I'll tell you, Reading's home pitch.
Yeah. I heard it was
Finished.
a bit of mud puddle.
Finished, yeah. You can't see the
So-
lines on it at all.
so ladies and gentlemen, the game has in fact kicked off. The Bullets have got it. Maybe I'd say on their 10, or maybe on the 20. Hamish McClure. Understand. Now, I did have the privilege of going to watch them versus SGS. The first one, not the second one. Like the second one was a much closer game.
Yeah, that was a great game. We went to watch that actually. Very good.
Oh, did you? Oh, of course, I saw you guys there. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, how was that game for you? Like, what did you take away from it from like the Bullets standpoint? Because from what I can assume they were resting guys. I assume
That the first SGS game or the second?
My bad.
the second one.
Oh, for the second game.
Mhm.
I think, to be honest, I mean, I just had a great start. I mean, AJ scored all 3 touchdowns, I think, with that incredible kick return touchdown as well. He's just a baller all around. But yeah, no, I think it was a lot closer game. I don't really know what happened on Bullet's side, but they, even though it wasn't the start that they wanted, they picked it up in the end, just like the Carnegie game. Even it didn't go exactly the way they planned to, but they still got the result they wanted, and that's what Bullet best, I guess.
So here we
First
go.
pass, incomplete. There we go.
Are you only on the first pass?
Oh, you know what my phone's like.
There you go. 3. There you go. It's a 3 and out. I mean, the Bullets are punting, Seb. I'll spoil it for you.
Oh
punted
no! I'm now live.
Oh, it's a
Oh,
short.
and that's a Oh, I'm not about that. You know me. Whew. 10-yard
absolute
punt. What's going on?
pure filth. This is not. This thing though
That is not for the brand.
That is not for the brand. And given the comeback that happened with Leeds and Bullets, I'm just not going to count the Bullets out at all until that final whistle blows. I'm not counting the Bullets out. As well.
Like before the Leeds game, I had UWE. Like I know what Nottingham Gold bring to the table. They're well drilled. They're I mean, hopefully it's not a fabric party like it was last year, but
yeah.
They're normally pretty disciplined. They have a balanced offense. But after that, I mean, if I'm Jason Scott's coaching staff, I'm rubbing my hands and I'm ready, because
100%.
although there were mistakes in that game, the offensive struggles for me were more of a highlight than the mistakes.
That's it. Like it's not like already like that's not good field position. Again, I just want to see both teams score. That's all I want. Like both teams score, I'm happy.
I think we just game, to be honest. And on that note, I think we do. We wanted to thank you for inviting us on today.
No, not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. Remember, guys, Sunday, hopefully, it's basically 90%. Like, let's be honest. We will be streaming the Bath Killer Bees versus the Reading Knights for the Div 2 South Championship. So, thank you guys for coming on. Good luck.
We'll get
Good luck, guys.
Or bad luck. Or bad luck. So I picked Reading. Ha 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 ha. But have a good game. Stay healthy, and
cheers, guys.
Have fun.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah.
It's just me and you, Seb. Classic rundown.
How have I been so lucky?
Shut up.
All right, we got a nice little run on.
You look very professional.
Oh, I told you, I just come back from work. We're in the corporate business now.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I just genuinely didn't have time to get changed, to be honest.
No, mate, I don't care.
I had time to get beer. So,
what beer have you got?
Come on, have a guess. It's me.
Fuck, you still No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Mate, I can't talk. I'm so shit. Just a beautiful warm can of Coors Light.
Anything to make the cause go down easier, right?
Mate, I just needed something.
There's your first down.
I really think Nottingham will pull this off, and I'm surprised. I'm surprised with like the sort of backlash that I got for picking. Like Gold are a good team; they wouldn't be here
Do
otherwise.
you know, like the thing is for me, right? And the Nottingham offensive line is an offensive line that I think UE won't be necessarily. I mean, obviously they go up against their O line,
Yeah.
but you know, two of the best offensive linemen in the in the ELF, you know, playing Uniball. So, but
One thing you have to,
go on. Sorry, I was just
it's
watching
no, it's just
someone limp off.
it's just like you see how rapid. Just like this is the difference between like all three levels of Uniball is speed and power. Speed and power and discipline. Those are the three levels.
I mean, yeah.
And
I mean, you can have all of the above, but if you haven't got discipline, it doesn't like all of those big. And I think that in some cases, that's where UE have really struggled in parts this year is that discipline.
keeps it
Like
picked off.
oh,
Oh, that's
that's our boy Dante.
oh, is it? Oh,
Of course it is.
what a shock. Again, like, do you know the worst part is? I looked this morning on Sky Bet. I was like, just for the off chance, that Sky Bet would have this. Just,
Did
just for
they?
the off. No, they didn't. I
Ah,
God, mate, I wish, mate.
fuming,
I'd
fuming.
be fair. This is, ladies and gentlemen. You think I'm trying to like improve the game? Negative. I'm trying to get this game on Sky Bet. I want to make some money by picking all the wrong teams.
Here we go.
A wrong team hacker.
All right.
Oh, maybe the air's a bit thinner in
I
Nottingham.
I don't know. It's not the game plan that you're used to really seeing from UE. Maybe it's some final jitters from.
Oh,
Oh, he's
just
rushed. He's rushed the pass a little bit. Not put enough on it.
let's have a look, see what Hamish can do here. Oh, he got away. Got away, but if you're running horizontally.
You're not really away. That's
No.
2 yard gain. I mean, you avoid the sack, so we take a positive there. But I don't know. This Nottingham Gold defense is looking pretty set up. I mean, it's what you'd expect when you watch it.
Because I wrote an article in regards to the finals happening, and I put like UWE's like stats weren't like as good, which was incorrect. They scored over like 800 points in the regular season, which is incredible. But like considering last year, it was where they have not conceded a point until they met Leeds Beckett, where they conceded 6, and then they went and conceded 21 to Nottingham in a 21-20 victory. Like that's where like it's not like a crack in the armor of the bullets. It's just like comparatively to last year, they're not it's not the same. But then like are the Gold the same? I mean, look at that, like absolute swarm in that.
Yeah.
But
I think when you look at them as two, I mean, the big thing for me as well is like with Uniball, you have certain clubs that when you look at them, they're at a much higher pedestal because they have certain things in place that allow them to be the team that they are. And when you look at Nottingham Gold and what they do and what UE do, both of them work with the university.
Oh my God, what a ball!
Oh, what catch! And let me guess, that number 2, that's Jersey. So he had a few go through his hands against Leeds, but looks like he's turned up to play. I mean, hey, you can't take it away. Hamish has got an absolute arm, like I mean, but Jersey's been their big play guy. I mean, not taking it away from Dante either, but Jersey's been that big play guy, special teams. He plays corner, wide out for them, and he's a baller as well. I think my favorite bit about the UE offense is that offensive line. That
100%.
offensive line is, you look at it, they're big, they're gnarly. But I think the biggest thing for me, like if you look at like UE over the last couple of years, is very like it's the fear factor, you know? Like that's what they bring into a game. Like when you go to UWE, you're like, you know, it's a fun day out with the lads, right? So for
That's the
me,
first. It's 25 minutes in, and well, technically it's the second fun day out with the lads.
well, I actually changed my header. It was gonna be it's a fun day out with the lads, but I thought I'd be impartial here, and I'm just here for a final. So
I do. The one thing that we can take away from the season is Yui just completely fucking co-opting that from Cardiff, absolutely
yeah,
stealing that.
yeah.
Win
I
game.
mean,
History's written by the fucking winners, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah. Don't forget it. Don't forget. Here we go. Right, what are we on?
Oh,
Second and
look!
6.
Oh my god! Look at that slide. Oh, filth. Just
Yeah, it's the small things, you know. It's like a
yeah.
holder. When you get the ball down, you get the laces out. It's the small things that are just, you know.
No huddle.
That's a regular thing for from Ewing.
But it's again. It's like it seemed like he was getting swallowed up there, but it's just those. It's what we sort of said earlier. Like it's 3-4 yards. That's
That's
what
all
you
you
need.
need. It's all you need. I think the biggest thing as well is you know when you're moving the like you're trying to move the ball. You're always playing against the chains. You know the first down. We're second and 10. Did they not get a gain there? It looked like they got a gain.
They did get a gain. They've just second
There you
and
go.
7.
There you go. Here you go. Hamish is warming up now. Hamish is warming up.
And they need to Gold need to stop this momentum before it
There
ticks
you go.
over.
You got Ethan Fisher. If he has a good game, this is going to be.
No.
He's easily one of their other day. They have so many weapons. I think against Leeds, they just really had a bad time. And when you get in the red zone, when that heavy formation comes out, there's not been a single team that stopped them from scoring in that position. So I reckon we'll see that soon. They'll go in there heavy. They'll take Hamish out, and you'll get your running back in there
Yeah.
with 2 D linemen. So if you see them on the goal line,
Oh,
just a
is
bit
that
of
still? I'm sorry. It's one of those things where again, I don't want to shout at anyone's production values because they're doing a better job than we
I
do.
haven't
But
got the audio on, but
I'm just trying to work out is it? I don't think it's still second and 7.
no, it's not. It's not.
I need to
I would
listen.
say that's
There you go.
third down.
Third and goal. There you go.
There you go. I mean, I was listening to the Portsmouth Loughborough game on when I was at work.
Oh, there we go.
That's a grab. All right, there we go. Ethan Fisher. Watch him go for 2 here. Out comes the heavy formation.
Just picked out the end. Nothing you can do.
Be off the line. You know, you're always in a bad position there as a DB. There's only so much you can really do.
Your bullet sideline goes crazy as you do.
Fan of the bicep bands. And
Well,
here
that's
we
it.
go. Straight into the heavy.
Well, that's it. Is like if the more bicep bands you have, the more power you have. Just like I have 2 arm sleeves, which means my catching goes up by 5.
So I have 1 leg sleeve, so my kicking power goes up 80.
There we go. That's 8. Oh yeah, I had a because I did RAF versus Oxford.
Yeah, I watched that. It was a good
At
game.
the weekend. I had a lovely chat about Warren Smart. Made sure to drop your name.
Oh, great. He didn't mention that.
I was like, this guy right here.
Yeah,
He's a
it's a pretty good punter from what I hear.
What a guy! What a guy! Do you have a leg sleeve? That's
If
only one.
that question come up, he's 100% agreeing.
No, it's because I just asked him oh, do you know Seb? Of course he knows Seb. That was literally the joint of it. I didn't go fuck him. What a knobhead.
Well, I would have put it past you. Nah. Me and Warren go way back. I think I played. So my first year of summer ball, I was at the Cats, and then pretty much after that, I was at Wembley up until last year where I was at the Blitz. But yeah, no, I feel like I'm kind of coming to the end of my playing, so wanted to go back home and just
That's understandable.
you know, see what I can do for them.
Danny,
Oh, it's a great
if you want the stream, go to bucks.tv. It will be on there. Click American football. You've got to do some signing in stuff, but once you've done that, the stream is ready for you. Currently 8-0 to the Bullets. Come on, Nottingham. Don't make me look like an idiot. I pushed all my chips in. I pushed all my chips in for Nottingham.
This is why I said I'm here for a final. You know?
Yeah. Again, I'm just like that Loughborough Portsmouth game. I was just so ready for something. I mean, don't get me wrong. I thought Loughborough would. Again, I don't think there's. I think maybe there's maybe 1 yard there.
Sorry about that.
No.
My fiance just got back from the gym, so she was just telling me about stupid people in the gym. I always have time for that.
Fair. What's a gym?
You tell me.
Who's gym?
Bicep curl, mate. Bicep curl.
Forget our 40 out scale. Speaking of that, my glass is getting low.
Oh, chuck one through the camera.
Watch me Mike Vick this through my housemate's computer. Come on, Bullets. Third native for the gold.
I don't think they heard. It's all right.
QB run. They didn't hear, don't worry. No.
He said they didn't hear, so you're fine. Oh, he's fumbled
my
it.
God. Oh, Jesus, no.
Are they going to call it? Oh, they got Jack Crawford back as. Oh, that's poor there. You've got to look after yourself. You know you've got the first down. I mean, if we're talking about slides here.
Yeah, especially you see Hamish busting out
a beautiful slide.
Let's have a gander at this. Yeah. Oh my good Lord above. I'm not going to get a Bullets national championship shirt this year, am I?
And who caused the fumble? And who caused the fumble? Dante.
They had to say on commentary that he's American. Just stop. Honestly, mate, I'm surprised in these comments they didn't do the classic one from last year, which was, well, instead of playing the British national anthem, they should also play the American national anthem. that was one last year. It was like, oh come on, man, that's low hanging fruit for Bullets.
So, like the way that UWE do it, like I think the way that they actually do it is they're actually helping the university meet its quota of international students.
Like that's what people don't understand.
That's what people don't. This is what I was like touching on earlier. You know, like people just really don't understand what they're like. They're not breaking any rules. Like they're actually just helping their university meet its target. Oh, lovely slide again. Oh,
Liam, go to bucks.tv. It'll be on there. Bucks.tv. You'll have the live stream there.
We're here for the better commentary, ladies and gentlemen.
No, don't say that. We're just here for our thoughts, you know, because it's one of those things where, the rundown we cover this all year. So
it's nice one of those things. A nail in the coffin.
That's it. It's I want this to be able, because imagine having Mondays off. Isn't that mad? Isn't that a wild thing for me to be able to do that? But remember, next week, Sports Tank Awards, last rundown of the year. There you go.
Oh, juicy.
Oh, broken up. Good. Is the stream really bad for you guys? Honestly, no, Daniel, the stream's perfect for me. Or do you mean this stream?
For me, I'm like a tiny bit delayed to what you are, but it's all right.
It's nothing that like we can I mean, it's fine for me. Audio's fine. Nothing's coming for me. The game, honestly, Daniel, it's all gravy for me. All good for me. Come on. Come on. I feel really bad because I've got, I like people on the Bullets, but I feel really bad that I'm out here just going, come on, gold. I don't know
Oh
why.
no, yeah. I mean, I like 100%. Like, I got George. Like, I'd love George to finish with the championship. Like a lot of the guys on the team. But I'm here for a good final. At the end of the day, whoever wins that, they're gonna deserve. They both deserve to be
Oh,
here.
100%.
So I mean, it's your fault for putting all your chips in. But I guess as
That's it.
Tebs,
Because
you have to.
it's such a chips in moment because like no one picks against the Bullets all season. No one. No one at all. Even against Beckett, no one. But like this game, I just there was just something about it. Dylan picked Portsmouth for the last game, showing that
Yeah, but
Dylan knows nothing.
I think Dylan was just going against everything that you guys wanted to pick. But I
Well,
mean, like it's not a bad pick.
no. Well, here's the thing with Dylan is that for over the course of the playoffs, he has picked Portsmouth the whole way through, and obviously it's worked out for him. So there was no reason for him to not pick Portsmouth.
Yeah.
Here. Though what has got him in trouble is he picked Leicester to beat Liverpool.
Liverpool are not losing.
Yeah. Again, I like Leicester. Let's see what's happening there. Oh, how Hamish has got legs. Like
That's Ethan
what an
Fisher.
athlete. Is it? He just again. I'm listening on the comms.
Number 2, Hamish is there. It was a end around.
Again, I'm listening to the comms, and they just made the same mistake. And the other commentator just corrected the other commentator, saying it was
Ethan Fisher.
not Hamish. Yeah. So grow up, Seb. I'm
Hey,
oh
I
god.
can't help it. Oh, go on.
Oh, and there's another
Oh, and
another one.
who is it?
Oh, brilliant.
I tell you, there's one person having this game today, and he wants a ring, and it's Dante. Fumble, pick, touchdown. What else do you want me to do?
Just give
Maybe a
him.
punt
Just give him
return?
it.
Maybe a punt return for a touchdown?
Just give it. Just give him the old MVP already.
Jesus. That's a stat line that you'd want at an end of a game, Force fumble, pick, and a touchdown.
Yeah, not first quarter.
And the one thing, Hamish's ability on the run, I mean, he
Yeah.
puts these throws on a rope.
Once
And now
again.
here we go again, the heavy formation.
Oh, ball's out.
Oh dear. Oh
Oh,
no. Oh my God! Imagine
like that. Like that's a soul crusher.
when
That's a soul crusher. If he gets that in.
you see Jersey pick up the ball, anything can happen until he's out of bounds or on the floor.
Yeah.
But he stops a 2-point there for Nottingham. So, but we're still at an evens. Essentially 2 PATs. So. The one thing, though, that we learned about Nottingham is this was pretty similar to how it was going last year. But Nottingham coaching staff very adaptable, and that I think I wouldn't can it out yet.
But it's one of those things where, like, can you look at that Leeds Beckett game, and maybe that's the best thing that could have happened to the Bullets. Because
100%. Because what it does, the thing is though, like on the other hand, those kind of games, like fighting against that level of adversity and coming back into it and winning, like it's emotionally taxing for the players. So, but these guys thrive in it, they thrive it with that pressure. So it's an interesting one. But then again, it's how do Nottingham rise against this adversity? QB's got 2 turnovers, and we're still in the first quarter. So, he's
that's
got.
it. Because if it's going to happen, if it's got to happen at any point, it's got to happen now. Because you can fix it now.
You can't let UWE run up a score and then hope that you're going to fix it. I hope there's not a flag fiasco like there was last year.
Yeah, well, just as you've said that, we've got a flag.
I meant at the end of the game.
Oh, okay. We don't talk about that.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
What fiasco? Yeah, the flannel party started.
if anyone remembers last year, the first
Every
half,
play.
the first half penalties were insane,
Oh, hat.
insane.
You know.
It was bad. Trips on the left, ladies and gentlemen. Nope, there's in motion. Fuck me anyway.
I think that's a replay. Yeah, he went.
Yes, it is.
Receiver went forward before the snap. Illegal motion.
Oh,
Oh, oh, oh,
oh, oh,
oh,
oh, oh,
oh,
oh. That's
oh! What a well.
big.
There we
That's
go.
big.
There we go. What were we saying? They need it now. I'm
Oh,
pretty sure that his name's Aaron. He's a hurdler.
oh my god, he's
As
just surrounded. Honestly, mate, just like having that quick of a reflex. Oh.
do you know what I mean? Like, I remember I caught a wheel against Oxford Saints, and all I wanted to do was just run at the guy. Like, hey, I'm a possession receiver. I'm not here for 50-yard touchdowns. I get out of breath before I get there.
Wow, what a time! Possession receiver and Div 2 center. What a time to be alive.
Hey, yeah. Don't get me wrong. I can kick a ball far, so that's also good. You're going to be streaming some Div 1 games.
We are. Well, actually, I was about to say that. You read my mind. We were speaking to Warren in regards to potentially getting some Wembley in there because apparently, like the setup at Wembley is very, very nice. Let's have a look at it.
Honestly.
Oh my god! How do you not catch that? Oh, stress.
That's one of their new players as well. That's under 19 player that just went to Nottingham.
I'm
very good player. He's 19.
Were you watching that? You said RAF versus Oxford.
Yeah. I think I watched up until about the third quarter.
Did you? So number 30, the guy who got the pick,
100 sack.
The two
oh
picks,
yes, five picks, didn't he?
5 picks, 2 pick sixes. That was like genuinely, truthfully, his first ever game, ever.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. Like, unfortunately, like the stream cut out as I was doing the interviews with some of the Mustangs, and I literally said to him, "Was like, is that really your first game?" Yep, first game. 2 pick sixes, 3 ints.
That's what you want.
also, do you know who he's playing for in the senior ball? Don't you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Warren said that he's one of us.
He is. Yeah.
That's exciting.
I don't remember his first name, but I remember his last name's Dunlop.
Stuart Dunlop, I think.
There we go.
Yeah, I mean, I think they got one offensive score in that game, but
yeah, and that was
that
Lewis
I was speaking. Yeah, I was speaking to Warren about it, and he was just like, that offensive line, all of them rookies. That was their first game of American football, and against that defensive line for Oxford, I think, take that. Oh, we're in a break.
The pressure, the pressure from both the D lines, both Oxford and Mustangs. Oh, absolute filth.
Yeah. It was a great game to watch, and I think a really good game for RAF. Especially the Army Yorkshire Rams game was 50-0 to Yorkshire Rams. So that's got to be a big confidence boost, especially as like a first outing together as like an outfit.
100%. Like, hopefully it does lead to RAF getting like their own, kit and everything.
Yeah, but I mean,
even Mike knows, and if Mike knows, it's true.
Yeah, it's facts. Yeah, well, truth. And I think one of the big things is as well. Like, I mean, Wembley have got like 3-4 kits, so like I think You know, that's just like a really positive thing to be able to bring to the RAF because it
Oh
means that
my
they can.
gosh. 4th and 10. Oh, come on, Nottingham.
See, I wasn't paying attention because I thought it was still on an advert.
Yeah, it is. It is bad. Hopefully they'll replay it because they're doing a switch of sides. They're not. Okay, fine.
Nottingham need a turnover here or a punt. They can't have another score.
No.
This becomes a very mammoth task if there's another score.
And I'm going to have to apologise profusely to the Bullets. They're not going to accept it, guys. They're not going to accept my apology. Come on.
That's a great tackle there. Just
Again,
go.
I want to point out that I am not biased, but I have picked gold. Does that make sense?
Yes. You're happy with the outcome, but because you're a journalist, you have to pick.
Basically, I just want a game that was as good as last year's, because last year's was, again, the best game I've ever seen in my life.
It was better than the Super Bowl that year, to be honest.
Yeah, it was. Like, I saw Dolphins Jags live. I wanted to write myself off after that.
Well, look at what's
go.
happened last season. Pretty good season this year compared.
Yeah, but our quarterback is got paper skin and glass bones.
He's definitely got CTE.
Mike, the Tri-Service tournament in September and October, which very well could be streamed on Sports Tank. Hopefully, Navy make their debut soon. I certainly hope so.
Yeah, no, I was speaking to Warren about that, and I asked, like I haven't seen anything about Navy playing a game, so if he gets out of this,
but he still makes yards. Oh,
that's a big hit though. It's a nice hit. But this is what you want from a quarterback.
100%.
Things go bad, but it doesn't matter. He gets you out of it, and what you need. Oh, he's looked downfield there. He's tried to make his read a bit too quick. I do have to say though that this UWE line is doing pretty good in terms of holding the pressure. They're struggling from the outside though.
I thought what do we call it? I thought Hamish got a few more yards there than 2, but third 5 manageable.
Think about it. He was about 4 or 5 yards in the backfield, so he got about 7. But
that's true.
But again, you avoid the sack and you get positive yards. It's now a 3rd and 5, which is, knowing Frankie, he's got 1,000 plays that he could call in that situation.
Yep. There we go. Oh my God. Jesus wept. James Harris. Thoughts on Loughborough being balanced by calling a timeout with 3 seconds to go up by 23. I was discussing this with Connor off stream. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if there's any bad blood there. But yeah, not ideal. Especially if it's on a platform such as this. Obviously, Loughborough want to put up that score even more, but on a platform like this, I don't know if I agree with it. Yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
I think it's a bit of shit house, isn't it? And you've already won. It's 3 seconds to go, and then you're running a QB sneak. The only thing that it is making you look like is exactly what you've said. I'm not going to come out and say that word, just because I'll probably get stick for it. But
yeah,
all I can say is at the All-Stars, if we're up 21-0, we'll call a timeout with 3 seconds left to go against the North, just as karma. But
that's it. It's like there's just something about it. Like it's when they did
it's not sportsmanship, is it?
No,
you've already won the game. Win with some decorum. That's my opinion. But
if there was a field goal between it, fine, I guess. But when you're up by 20, the game is over.
The game's over. You don't need to do that. And I think the big thing for me. Oh, hold on. We're at 3rd and 1 right now. QB draw with Dante in the backfield. Did he get it? I don't know if
Yeah,
he
he
got
is.
it.
That's the first. That's what I'm
First
hearing
and
on the
goal.
old computer. Oh, link to stream. Hold on, Adam Rice. Go to bucks.tv and you'll find it on there. Bucks.tv and you will find it there. Click on American football. You got to sign in with like Facebook or Google, and then you can watch it there. I can think of two reasons. What proof of being a young talent when you're up against some strong young coaches. Again, it was just something that when I couldn't believe that they did it. You know,
Yeah, I think it is that. It's that level of toxicity that you'd expect, you know. And but like I said, if it's part like if that's a way to win the game for you, you know, it's 21-19, you're down by 2, you're obviously going to call a timeout on third on with 3 seconds left to go. And a QB sneak is a pretty good way to do it. We saw that from like the Eagles in the NFL. That's how people are running the QB sneak now. But that just was poor from me. You know, I mean, it's you've won the game. I just think it.
well,
Yeah,
we've got an injured gold player, number 49, being carried off the field. Not.
and here, oh, there we go, QB sneak. I don't think he got it. And there's Dante being Dante. Love it. I reckon we'll see another QB sneak.
Oh, James, we'll get to your comment in a second. Oh. Oh no, James, I'll get back to you in a second. Oh, that's another TD for the Bullets.
Another TD for Dante as well.
Ooh.
Talk about feeding when he's eating, right?
That's it. So, Bucks.tv. Bucks.tv. I might put it in the banner at the bottom of the thing. Stop telling people. Bucks.tv. You'll find it there. You've got to do some quick sign in and then you'll be there. I'm not sponsored by them, but I want you to watch the stream.
And then you can just put us in the background, right?
Yeah, exactly. Hold on. Let's have a look. That looks like a. I'm waiting for a signal.
Looks like another two. Another 2.
Ah.
This could start to go downhill very quickly. 4 minutes left in the second quarter as well.
That's getting difficult now, considering that Bullets the Gold only scored 21 points last year. I feel like I'm gonna have to prepare my apology to Frankie. As it stands now,
Yeah. So what was that comment? I didn't get to read it all before it disappeared.
let me just
You put in Bucks TV in the banner.
I am, mate. Yeah, but I've accidentally deleted the entire thing. So I need to retype it back out.
Oh, that's a great kick. With a reverse. Oh, good return. Go on.
Oh,
he's got it.
Oh, come on.
Oh my God,
yes!
he's got it.
Yes!
Let's go.
Come on.
He got it. I think he's there. Did he get it?
No flags. No flags. Touchdown, Nottingham. Yeah. This is it. This is it. This is where it goes.
Oh my. I told you. Look at that gap. Great job. Oh. Oh no. That's unlucky. That's just poor technique there. And he gives up. He gives up. That's poor.
Let's see what they do here.
There's a flag. No shot. If they call a block in the back with the guy on the floor, fuming. I'd throw the challenge flag.
Oh no. No.
What have they called? I haven't got the audio. You have to give me some deets.
The Gold are all the way back. Yeah, they've called it. They've called it back to the. all the way back. Jesus.
True baffer refs.
God damn it.
That's where the block in the back was. That wasn't a block in the back.
Ah, see, the thing is,
Fuming.
like,
But now watch, because it's going to happen again. That return is the return is there.
money.
Did Knots kick off or did Knots return? No, Knots kicked off, right? So they get the ball back at the second half.
Flag final, British Gridiron Films. Not as bad as last year yet, but that. Hold on.
Pretty much.
Holding return team number 1. Another big run. It's a first down.
Yeah,
So let's go.
So here we go.
If it's Portsmouth Southampton, then fair. If there's a rivalry, I get it. But 20 to go up 23 with 3 to go against a team who's got 0, very poor from the coach, regardless to people leaving the uni. Pompey had the same levers, seemed disrespectful to them. I can understand.
I agree. You know, and I think from a level as players, you do what your coaches tell you to do, and I don't think there's an ability for as players to be like, no, we're not. We're gonna, you know. I mean, he could have decided to take a nil, but then at what end? You know. I agree. At the end of the day, it's on the coach that called the timeout and then called the QB sneak. So
we've got a pass here.
Oh,
there we go.
There
what
it is.
A ball.
And what did I say earlier? I'm like Tony Romo in this shit.
That's why you're
That's the under 19. I told you. His Instagram is can't guard J. So seems rather fitting right now, yeah? Right. Tebs, I'm gonna have to leave you for 2 seconds because I have a child's bladder.
That's fine. I'll keep talking to you. So this is it. Nottingham first points on the board. It's not going as badly. Let's see. I imagine they're probably going to go for the 2 just because. Because the Bullets do it as well. Oh. There's some stuff going on. Apparently they're missing a there's a flag on the either 2-point or penalty on the 2-yard try. Not ideal. Dylan, why don't you just come on the stream? You've got the link. You mug. Delay game in the 2-point. Oh, this is going to be difficult now. Be interesting to see if they pull this off. British Gridiron Films, you know it. This is what I wanted. Just both teams to score. You put that on my acca. Both teams to score. Going for the kick now. Yeah, you've got to. Yeah, you've got to bring it in. Especially if you get that penalty. Oh, what absolute filth. So, what you missed?
What did I miss?
You missed a delay of game on the 2-point conversion from Nottingham, and then instead of going for the 2 points, they've kicked it through. So 7-22.
Okay. Nice. All right. That's manageable. You know, they got the score going into halftime. They get the ball back.
But it's this stop. There we go. Why is that?
100%.
Mike's the guy.
Pure truth coming from Mike.
Onside, no.
You know, in my first year, we only ran onside kicks as kickoffs. We recovered 75% of our kickoffs.
That's not bad. It's mad how much onside kicks work if you just know, because no one's prepared.
So we used to run it as it used to be called like the tsunami onside kickoff. So
Mm.
everyone would be behind the kick. Like, so we had two kickers, so you could kick either direction.
Oh, hold on a second. Ball is out.
Oh my god!
Nottingham have recovered. This game is now on.
Wait, did they scrib it? Give us a replay, please.
They didn't squib it. It was a completely reg ball.
Here we
Let's
go.
look at a replay.
Oh, it's a fumble. They may review that.
Oh,
They do have the review capability in this, right? Or
I
is that
don't.
only in the senior ball, the senior final?
I don't know. I don't.
I think I'm getting confused with the Brit Bowl final. I think, yeah, no, not ball. I
And
thought the
then
knees were down too, Mark. That's what I was saying. But obviously, if there's no challenge feature in this,
no view.
yeah, I know there was a review in the senior. Oh, okay. I don't know how much longer we got left in this half though, but his knee was definitely down when that ball was coming out.
Difficult now. Starting to get
Hey,
spicy.
your chips are in. Yeah, you're just gonna watch. You know, I feel like it goes both ways. If Nottingham win, it's a redemption from last year. If Bullets win, it's well deserved. You know, I think. Oh my god, how's he stayed up there? What?
Hate it. Oh, my legs don't function like that. My legs don't. My legs just
To be
simply.
honest, I think it's because I'm so short and stocky that I kind of my center of gravity is not too bad, but I'd still fall over. I fall over myself. My legs get tired. I definitely
Third,
don't move at like a 4-4 speed. 3rd and 4.
speak for yourself, mate.
Hey, I'm looking at maybe I might even be dabbling in a bit of tight end this year. How exciting!
Ooh. Get ready for Wembley Stallions opponents. You won't have nothing.
They definitely did not get the 4 yards.
It
3rd and
wasn't
2.
four. It wasn't 4. It was 2. That was 3rd and 2.
I
They're
mean, I'm
not
not
giving
going to
it.
comment on it, but
They're not giving it to Nottingham. So
yeah, he made it
from
back to
what
the line of scrimmage and then his knees down. So
I've heard
4th and
4th.
inches.
I've heard that. I've heard it's 4th and half a yard. You've got. I mean, you're
They're
going to
going
go
for
for
it.
it. You
I'd
got to
go
go for
for it. I'd go for a hard count if anything first. Call a timeout because we're in the second quarter. They've
There you
got a
go.
time.
There you go. 3 minutes 35 as of my speaking.
I think they're watching our stream.
What's going on?
QB sneak.
Well,
Oh, come on, Henry. Delay a game.
Dylan, you're in the group chat where I've told Connor to come on. Why are you saying that? This man right here he's had one too many beers. Genuinely.
He's had 6 too many for his slight frame. Also, what happened with his playoff game? I just saw a walkover. Or is that a touchy subject?
Probably it's a touchy subject for him. They just couldn't field the players.
To be fair, again, it was a pretty long distance for a travel, wasn't it?
Yeah. There we go. That is 10-22 with the kick.
Smart point.
But the thing is, like, this is now 2 delay of games that have cost Nottingham.
Cost them points.
Like that cost them.
They've got points here.
Yeah, but like you had a 4th and inches. Like,
Yeah, but I'm
I'd
sorry, but
argue
how many times do you have a field goal kicker like that? Are you mad with it? They get the ball back. If defense can hold them here.
What a name, Sebony. He is right. He has had 7 Tebetha. Wow. What a
70.
70 and Tebetha. Let's change our names.
Hold on.
to,
I like that.
to be fair, coming up with 70 and Tebetha,
After 7, for
that's
his
pretty
slight
good.
frame, I'm
That's
impressed.
pretty good. But he's talking about Bud Lights. He's had 7 Bud Lights.
That's the equivalent of 3 White Claws.
Oh, that's the lethal.
Do you know what I really want? I saw an advert for it during the Super Bowl. The hard iced tea.
Yeah. What
That
Mike's Hard Iced Tea?
sounds
Bro,
fantastic.
mate, I completely agree. I bet you that slaps.
I'm waiting for that to come
Mate,
over.
why don't they? It's us. We love tea. Put me some like neutral spirit in my tea. I'll have 6 of those, and I'll pass out. Have you seen it? Have you seen him though? It's like 5.5% as well. It's something mad.
That's what I'm saying. It's like White Claw. You're drinking soda water with neutral spirit in it, and it kind of tastes like the fruit that's on the front.
Yeah. It's like, I always say it tastes like it was made in the same room as like a lime. You know.
No, the only bit like like the only thing that gets you is the smell. Because when you crack it, you smell like, oh, that's wild cherry. You know, oh, that's a bit of mango. But when you drink it, all you taste is soda water. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but
and you've got to pretend like it's delicious when it's not.
have you done the White Claw challenge?
What's that?
You got to down it and not burp.
That's stress. Not really going anywhere for bullets. No, the thing is though, it's Aldi because they do like for some reason like White Claws and all that shit are real expensive. You go to Aldi, you get like a pack of Bud Light Seltzer for £6.
I
You
know.
get six
It's
for £6,
fantastic.
and you're just like, I
Hold
remember
on.
like last summer, I was just absolutely banging out the Bud Light Seltzers, BL Seltzy boys, absolute weapons.
I think the last time I saw anyone drink a Bud Light Seltzer was like a Tim the Tatman video or something like that on like a YouTube Shorts. He necked it and then fell off his gaming chair.
So, like in our last game Gladiators' last game against Plymouth, they do like a meal deal review thing. My meal deal was 9 Bud Lights, Bud Light Seltzers, and then we were told we weren't allowed to drink on the bus home. So I started handing out cans of mineral water.
To be honest, like Stallions have a fun bus.
There you go. Second and
there
10.
he is. He's rolling out. That's a hold, surely.
Nowhere.
That looked like a hold. UWE got away with one there. The thing is, as well, it's like the DC for bullets. Like he's the guy that kept me in this sport, you know. So I want him to get it just purely on his performance as well. You know, he's one of like the founding fathers of Brunel. So, but this is a good game. This is what we were asking for.
That's it. It only took until like midway through the second quarter, which is why the second half's going to be very, very nice.
Nobody move. It's a punt for the brand. Oh my God, it got blocked. Oh, that got tipped. It got tipped. It got tipped. And we got a forwards roll. Here we go.
Nottingham.
I tell you, Nottingham's special teams are...
C'est magnifique.
I'll tell you what, if we're going to talk about a performance, how about giving Tom Harris a bloody shout out? 2 interceptions and a goal line saving bat down.
Yeah.
And he's from Bath as well. He was at Bath last year. Did his masters at UWE. One of the big reasons that they're here right now. But he injured his shoulder.
That game was so...
It was fantastic. It was fantastic.
It was absolutely...
Even my Rottweiler was watching it on the TV.
There you go. Mike's giving us the... Mike's watching the intricacies. I've said to Mike if he wants to come on, he can come on. But he don't want to come on. Nottingham is right. Several times a late player. And he's right. That has been happening.
Come on, Mike. We'll send you the link. Grab a headset. Let's do it. We'll talk football.
Let's do it. And we'll talk about your favourite seltzer. What is your favourite seltzer, Mike? Send link. Oh, he actually wants to go. Oh, okay.
Let's go.
Hold on, Mike. If you give me 1 second.
Ooh. I have run out. I shall be back.
No problem at all. Come on, Knots. Nice big throw. Oh my God! And it's come on, get to the end zone. Oh, tackled at the 3. Tackled every time you leave. Every time you leave, Seb, something pops. Mike, I've sent it to you on Facebook. Check your messages, like the not spam messages, but the other messages, because I don't think we're friends on Facebook. But it's there. I promise you, it's there. That's big. That is huge for Knots on the 3. They're ready to take this into the half. Make it spicy. Make the game spicy. Cannot wait to go to the loo at halftime, like a classic. Timeout. Yeah, as you would do, as you would. Oh yes, Mike's here. Mike, how are you? Did you see that catch? Did you see that catch? Because Seb didn't.
Yeah.
I heard you. I heard you.
So it's down currently. Currently, it's down at the 3 for Knots. I'll tell you what, Mike. It's certainly a better game than the last one. No disrespect to Loughborough or Portsmouth, but it's certainly a better game than that one.
Yeah, I've got history because in the past I coached for the Portsmouth Uni in their championship season. So, and coached against them many years when I was at Southampton Uni Stags. So, playing them again with Bournemouth U, it's always I'm pleased for lost our game, but I'm pleased for them to get to the Prem. Just hope they start this time.
Yeah, it's always one of those odd ones, isn't it? Because you have ties to a team. Oh, here we go. What are we at? I'm pretty sure Knots haven't called it.
They didn't call timeout there. They called timeout before.
I don't think they've wasted a timeout yet.
No.
Don't forget the clock stopped on a first down when they move the chains.
Yeah.
It restarts quickly, but there is a slight delay. So
3rd and goal. Oh, 3rd and 9 from the 9. I mean, they'll boot it through regardless, but look at that speed.
It's there.
Let's
oh my God,
here.
He's in.
I'm waiting.
He's in.
Oh, touchdown, gold.
George missed it.
That's one of the downsides of Nottingham Field is that because it got red lines, it's very difficult to see where that sideline was.
Yeah.
To be fair, I've been watching these 2 games. I've been culpable of being like, what is the sideline? I can't actually tell.
You can see the end zone pylon just there.
Yeah. Again, if there's no review, it looked like that left foot was close, but we can't see it from that angle. But
yeah, I'm just watching on my phone, so talking on my phone because I'm using the.
Don't worry about it, Mike. I'm happy. I'm happy to have you in.
Yeah.
Time out from Knots. They're probably. I imagine they're going to go for. They're going to go for 2 here. No. Which is really annoying because I want to watch this and then use the loo, but they've had to call the timeout, which is really irritating. Or I could just go during the timeout. What an interesting concept.
I'd probably go for the guaranteed 1.
Oh, 100%.
It's only a 5-point game.
That's what I mean. I know. You take the 2, it's a 4-point game. You don't really gain anything from it. But we know that they go for 2 every time. Because they don't have a place kicker, so.
Yeah.
We're going to see it looks like we're going to.
This is
Wildcat heavy
formation.
QB sneak.
It's the heavy push.
Yep. Oh my God, they got a jump. Oh,
So
God.
half distance to the goal, so it's now on the 1.5 yard line.
Oh, go on.
Hard count on the 2-point play, and UWE went offside.
Okay.
Oh, I do like that ref.
Tim,
Doesn't
yeah,
like-
he's a really good ref.
He doesn't like me as a coach, though.
You may not know I am actually a referee as well.
Oh, look
very
at
nice.
that. And they're in.
Let's see.
There's the 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, they waved it off.
No,
I'm still waiting for one.
The sideline judge was. Didn't get it.
No, no good.
I was again. I'm with Mike. I would have kicked it. But hey,
Yeah, it's not.
What if they recover this one?
Well, here's the thing, like that, like considering that, like 10 minutes ago, this game was out of reach. This game's now fully within reach.
but Notts did this
And that's-
last year, so you know they.
Exactly.
But also, I mean, what would it have been if that, if they got that kick return?
Yeah, exactly.
Ifs and
Got two-
ands. It's the story of this sport, mate.
Two quick scores, and you're right back in it. But will that 2-point come back to haunt them though? That's the thing.
I think what you said earlier, Seb, is like very, very going to be key here. That the ball goes back to Notts.
Yeah.
In the second half, like it's.
Well, I mean, this is they've scored on 2 possessions within 4 minutes of the end of the second quarter. So, and they get the ball back. It all the momentum of the game depends on what they do. That's
What a
a
kick,
great kick. That's
What a
what you
kick.
Time
want.
to do a touchback. Don't put it in their hands.
A boot.
What Jason said. Please put this out the end zone.
I'm interested to see what this clock's going to say.
Yeah,
Well, I
I
haven't
mean,
seen him call a 2-minute warning yet.
no,
That's good.
it must be close because the last time we saw the time, it was about 3:30 with a timeout and then a score.
Oh,
Oh,
classic bullets, no other way.
Yeah, but
Oh, spiky.
they ain't got that many timeouts left.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're running what looks like a cover 3, protecting the sticks at least.
Yeah.
2-4 doesn't want to get beat deep. All right, so you got Ethan on this side and Jersey in at tight end.
It's so difficult because Hamish is very, very much a dual threat. Running the ball. Oh, just pulling people with him.
He's a
you
very
go
hard
no
runner.
huddle, spike the ball, and then run up the middle. It's a bit strange.
It certainly is, yeah.
Oh, we've seen this before. Back down. Nice. There you go. 48
Good
seconds.
coverage.
I don't recall a 2-minute warning. So,
No.
yeah, I don't remember one.
Well, that's one of the things. Unfortunately, the string guys aren't going to the referee at the right time.
Is that rain or is that snow?
Rain.
Oh,
Rain.
lovely.
Once again, happy to be here and not in Nottingham, ladies and gentlemen.
Completely agree.
What ball? Good ball from Hamish. Bounce, keeping it.
You know, the one thing that I will say is just Nottingham are just very technically sound.
Mm-hmm.
They like passes are being completed, but the defender's right there. They're swarming to the ball. Just lots of flood concepts here. And get the ball to the sideline. Yeah, we got
It is mad when teams try and tag. It's mad when teams try and tag me in their varsity post while the national final is going on. It's a strange one. It's that's how you don't get a response, ladies and gentlemen.
And it's
Oh,
varsity.
another.
What have we got?
What are your thoughts on varsity?
Never had one.
I've just got no thoughts on them. I don't.
It's just bragging rights, you know.
My thing is like, especially if you've played them in the regular season, which seems to be the case sometimes. If you've played in the regular season and beaten them, I'm not really interested in playing you again. Like
In the old days, it used to be that if you played in the regular season, that counted as a varsity game.
that'd be much nicer. I prefer that. Like I really don't understand it personally, because like that's fine. Don't worry, it's only a flag anyway, Seb. Yeah, I don't understand it because like people are really okay. Right, 10-yard pen on the bullets. Yeah, like I just can't get hyped for varsity when like it's Gloucestershire against Worcester. We've already beaten Worcester in the regular season. So like I'm
But
sure it'll
don't
be a
forget,
completely different game with the new.
for a lot of the sports universities, it's just one of many games in the varsity, and it's so there is normally a trophy or something at stake.
That's it.
It's all sports, you know.
That's it. That's completely it, Mike. Is I think I'm so caught up in like regular season Uniball and all that, and postseason Uniball that I'm just like I don't see the forest through the trees. I don't look at all the other sports. Me and SJ were talking like, do you think that there's like a Tebs but for like uni water polo, like a guy who's like proper into it, like that guy? He's that guy, you know.
I think every team has that guy, no matter what
Yeah.
sport.
Here we go. Let's see what Hamish can pull up here. Oh, ball's out. Recovered by Nottingham. Oh, 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 oh. That is spicy.
I do
Unbelievable
have to
now.
say, the guy calling timeout is completely pointless.
Change of possessions, clock stops.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, that is just perfect. Oh, let's go.
and like that's a good joke. Like they're gonna obviously like do a run play. I don't know how many timeouts they got actually, but they're gonna get 3 points here surely.
Yeah, I mean, you've got 3 attempts. You be smart with it. Try and make it a first play. I'm trying to do is I'm trying to close the distance. Make it an easier kick. Worst case scenario. Be safe with it. You know, we catch it or it's out of bounds. Stop the clock. Save your timeouts, and then you know from there it's anybody's decision really.
Well,
This is also just where you need your players to be smart as well. If you catch it inbounds, you get to that sideline. So,
Yeah.
all right. It looks like
or
we're
you
kicking
screen
it.
timeout. Players can call the timeout on the field.
They
Oh no, they go
wasted
for the field goal.
They're going for the field goal. That's an in.
Yeah.
I think, although he knelt down and he's pointed to the ground, are they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are.
It's about the same distance as previous.
Yeah.
But if he drills this, you know, fair dinkum.
He's absolutely. Oh, he slotted it
Absolute filth.
for the brand. For the brand.
Oh,
I'm here
This
for
game
it.
is officially spicy.
I'm here for
Seb's
it.
here
And
for a
they get the
final,
ball back.
and that's exactly what
What did I say?
22-19 to the. Oh,
There you
the
go. That's why
game
they've
is on.
kicked it, because the timing was wrong on the stream.
Oh,
Not
okay.
that was a dig against the stream. I'm just saying that
No, it's
explains
again.
why they've kicked it.
We've said this before. You're doing the Lord's work.
Yep.
Streaming people, you're doing the Lord's work. It's, one day maybe it will be your boy, but as of now, it's not. So thank you very much for doing it. I'm happy to be here.
There we go. Half time.
This game is good.
On.
What a surprise!
I bet you're a bit happy now that those chips are all in one place.
Oh,
I'll tell
mate,
you what
no.
though, UWE owned that first quarter, but I think that first quarter was a bit of the Dante show, and then second quarter, bit of the gold. Interesting.
Yeah, the goal came out. They were strong on that first drive, a 3 and out, and then the 2 turnovers. So
It's what we always say in football, isn't it? Turnovers will kill you.
yeah,
And what I'd love to be a fly on the wall in that huddle.
Oh,
you couldn't put a camera in there. You'd need a bleep machine with Jason.
oh. But that's it. Like, if you're Jason Scott, you've got to sort of temper it, haven't you? Like, first quarter not ideal. Second quarter,
We're doing what we
this is
do.
now a game. This is now a game. You're a field goal away from tying this game, and you've proven that you can make them. And also that
you
ball
can
comes.
beat them. That's the thing.
And
They're beating them on plays.
And it's like, I know that it got called back, but if you can beat a team and get a field goal return, that's a demoralizer.
Well, look at last year. Nottingham had a kickoff return touchdown last year. That's the whole thing that kicked the momentum. The whole momentum change last year was a special teams touchdown, and from Ethan Sawyer. So it's interesting because if I'm Nottingham here, if we actually look at it prospectively, UWE, they scored off turnovers. They looked after the ball in the first quarter, but chunk play wise, UWE haven't made that. The fumble got them in field goal range. They drove the ball down smartly and scored in the red zone. But we've seen a run that's broken for about 60. We've seen a wide open touchdown. We've seen a couple of busted coverages from Nottingham. It's definitely interesting.
Oh, mate, I can't wait for this second half.
I know.
I can't wait for it.
What do you want to talk about now, Tebs? Now that we're in the halftime break.
Gosh, it's one of those things where, like, as Mike knows, we had like we had like Coach Rains on, and like with Coach Rains, like anything can be sort of spoken about from sort of a historic context, but it's.
Why don't we talk about this? Is something that I wanted to talk about, but obviously in game, UWE and Notts, and like the pedestal that they're on in terms of a university program, in terms of what they do, because I think a lot of people don't actually necessarily understand. You always see the comments, well, there is basically an NCAA team and things like that.
Yeah.
So the way that it actually works is from like conversations with coaches from Nottingham and from UWE. I mean, Nottingham, I think, do things slightly differently, but UWE has an EMEA and America's recruitment portal for international students. So when we see, they've got Americans like Dante and Jax Crawford and Ivan and Hamish, they're coming from the States. The reason that they're coming is actually because it benefits the university having them here. Plus, if they were to do a master's in the States, it's $60,000. Whereas if you pay it over here, it's 15, 16. So logistically, it makes sense for them. The university gets that, and the football team gets high caliber players. And those high caliber players also teach and have a massive impact on the homegrown players that the team has. So, and I know like Nottingham Gold do the exact same thing, and Nottingham's focus is a lot more on bringing in like homegrown talent at like an under, as a 18, 19 year old coming into the university, but there's still elements of that. And I think that's what gets missed. They just see the American flag as like they're ruining Uniball, but realistically, all they've done is take advantage of what the university is already doing outside of the program.
That's it.
Yeah,
It's like people,
having
sorry, go on,
Americans in any team, it's always a benefit because they help the other players, they improve the other players, and the quality of the game goes up.
Yeah.
Over the years, I've played many times with Americans and worked with American coaches. And if the uni engages, then you can get those people coming in, and you can recruit them. Because
Yeah.
at times when I was at Southampton University, we had American grads playing who didn't even know we had a football team until sort of like middle of the season.
Yeah.
Now unis are actually putting it out that you can come over here.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, there's levels to it as well. Like there are platforms that have taken advantage of this. Like I mean, as any business can do. Like there's a platform called Play Overseas, which connects American players across a plethora of different sports, volleyball, swimming, athletics and things like that. But they come over and they give them the contacts in the UK. So it's not even like they're going into they're just choosing to come over, but it's also because of the positive thing that UWE have actually created within their university. Like that's why that Dan Mayer can go into the States, and that's what he's selling. He's not selling the football team. It's not just football players coming over to the university. It's just play like from other sports, basketball, volleyball, everything. It's a recruitment drive for the university, and I think that's what people really miss or don't understand. But I think the real challenge comes from actually being in a position where that's the platform you're trying to build at a university program, is by creating the avenues within a program, within a university. Because if you work against the university, you're never going to succeed as a program, because it's impossible. You fight for training facilities, you fight for game facilities and things like that. Hold on, my dog just wants to get up on the sofa.
and it's one of those things where you look at the some of the criticism we've had when we've been discussing this with bullets who've been on the stream is they've been like, oh well, our university just can't. It's like you need to get them to see that the value is 100%. No one's
No, but that's the thing. If you say that your university can't, they can't what? Because I can guarantee you that there are international students at your university, right?
Yeah.
Like Brunel, for a prime example, if you say, for example, 15,000 students at the university, at least 9,000 of those are international students.
Yeah.
So there has to be a quota that they're trying to hit in individual regions, because that's how recruitment works, even in an educational setting. So it's like, I remember like when I was playing at Brunel, right, do you want a flake, Tebs?
state of it, honestly bad.
Jeez. I mean, I've had to go for a bit of a harder thing because I've run out of
Look, it's not going any better for me.
Yeah, but
if you served that to me in a bar, we'd be having stern words.
Oh god, I've got to load my face.
Just to move on from the talk about Americans, look at the youth structure we got, the under-17s and under-19s. They are sort of like they're very well supported now. The under-19 team's just been announced for Italy, and you look at all the different programs. At Solent Thrashers this year, we're getting kids coming from Solent Seahawks Academy that have been through their universities.
Yeah.
One of them's a Loughborough grad. He did Solent Academy, went to Loughborough, and now he's coming to Thrashers.
Yeah.
And
I mean, this is the thing, isn't it? And it's fantastic to see that the sport is growing in that sense. In my personal opinion, Tebs, apologies if you get smacked for it, but I don't think the under 17s and the under 19s are rated at the same level as the seniors team is. I don't think they get the same opportunities presented to them, and I think that in itself is wrong. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for the senior team.
Why is that against me?
I just don't want Sport Tank to get any flack for me giving my opinion. That's all.
Well, it depends what you mean. Like you saying like we don't
No,
give the
so what I'm
presentation.
saying, so no, so
Is
they're
that
like the under.
no? Okay, no, go on,
So
go on. Sorry,
from me,
I thought
like
you
the
said
under
someone else.
17s and the under 19s programs should be where, from my perspective, as a governing body, should be where we're putting the biggest amount of presence into growing them into, because they become the seniors, right? And they're the talent that we've identified at those ages that are going to stand out, and we're going to be able to develop them into, higher levels of player that are going to be able to go abroad, like go play in the ELF, go play in the NCAA, go play in the NFL. That's where the vision should be.
that's incorrect. It's true because Solent Seahawks Academy guys just graduated from Brevard College in North Carolina as one of their standout linebackers. Hopefully, he's coming back to the UK. But Solent Academy, SGS, and the NFL Academy have all put players into Div 3, Div 2, and even Div 1 colleges. So that the support
100%.
is there. It's just the exposure.
I'm talking more about the GB platform in the essence, because don't get me wrong, like you are 100% correct, and that's what we need. But as a GB program, do they do enough for the under 17s and the under 19s compared to what they do for the seniors? How many of those senior players are going to go over to the NCAA, go over into the
Yeah.
NFL? And they're not going to, because the majority of them are over 21.
What?
I
can't get signed.
No, neither can I, mate.
What
Don't worry.
Fuck?
Right, but the point is that I think it's just kind of it's very unbalanced in a sense that's not going to help grow the sport from a GB perspective. 100%, these academies. I mean, the biggest thing that the one thing that I would love to do if I had the resources and ability to build is an academy like that in London. Because you think, Solent is in Southampton, SGS is in Bristol, NFL Academy is now in Loughborough. But even when the NFL Academy was in London, it was still, you had to trial. If you weren't good enough, you didn't get in. What about the talent that was there, but isn't quite ready? There's nothing in London or around London that actually offers that.
London Warriors have under 17s and under 19. London Blitz.
In terms of an academy,
Olympian,
though. In terms of an academy, London Warriors under 19s folded for like 2 years. Blitz is the only one in London. Under 19s at Wembley folded, and your strongest teams in the south in terms of under 19 is the Hertfordshire Cheetahs, London Blitz, and I mean Solent still play in that area, so Solent as well.
Rushmore Knights, another one. I think they're playing under 19s. They were under 17s national champions this year.
Who was that?
Rushmore Knights.
Yes, they were. And I think that's one of those things. But I was speaking more in terms of like an academic perspective as well. More like, so the Solent Academy also offers academic side, right?
No, Solent Academy works with a sixth form college.
It's a partnership,
they're
isn't
not
it? So they
they're
play
not,
with Solent, but they study at a college.
At other colleges, yeah. It's not a requirement to be at the college to play for Solent Academy, where it is for other sports.
SGS or Filton, and So I mean, that was one of those things. That was like I said, if I had the resources and I had the ability to, it would be something that I think would be fantastic, because regardless of who you are, being able to do that.
Get regional academies, it would be great for the whole sport,
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's just kind of where I mean, it's great to see that there's, the under 17s program is thriving. I was speaking to one of the coaches at All Stars, and he's on the GB under 17s, and he was saying, they did like an open trial and they had like 180 players there, which is at that age group is a fantastic number to build off. And that's something that, 5, 6 years ago, I don't think that would have even been a possibility. So, I mean, we're growing in the right direction, but I just think in terms of the national programs, the focus needs to be altered.
Well, that's one of the things that I'm not sure where it stands, so don't quote me on it. But there was an initiative for Prem teams to have top teams at other levels. Not just an adult team, an academy team, or a ladies team, or youth teams, and that's all for the good. Manchester Titans is probably one of the exemplary ones for that.
Yeah, completely agree. Women's is in the top tier. The juniors as well, and then you've also on top of that. I mean, the senior team is just wow. But
yeah.
I think if we look back and we say, right, from where we are now to where we were a few years ago, like there's a drastic change. But I think we're putting the eggs in the wrong basket. Personally, I think you're asking the under 19s and the under 17s to fund their way to go play in international games, but it's just from my opinion, the seniors get jerseys and stuff like that. I mean, did they pay for them? Did they not? Like, are the under 19s and under 17s getting their own practice jerseys made for them? I don't think they are. I just think that it's a little bit backwards, and I don't know who that's coming from. And I personally, I don't care. I just think that the youth, the younger generations of this sport in this country is what the focus needs to be on, because that's where it all stems from, and it's always the testament from grassroots.
It's interesting you say that, because we've had people on the show who've got that same mentality, but focus more on the Uniball side. This is the Uniball to senior ball, but then obviously your position is why stay at senior ball? Why is senior ball the? But then again, it goes into a larger problem, doesn't it? That why isn't there an infrastructure to actually make money playing this game, or make some financial incentive for playing the game over here when you've got the GFL, or even
it does beg the question, doesn't it? But I think on the side, we're also a lot smaller. So, I mean, if you look at the ELF, look at the teams that are in it. I mean, it's, although the ELF has expanded, which I think is fantastic, because more teams means more opportunities for everyone in the surrounding areas to be able to get that. And it's great to see so many GB British talent over there. I mean, look at Glenn Tunga. Glenn Tunga led every single category in the running backs by a landslide, but didn't get MVP. I mean, I'm salty because I've tried to tackle Glenn. It was a long day for me, right? But
I coached Glenn when he was at Southampton University, so yeah.
I tried to tackle him when he was at Southampton University, and it was not fun. I came from free safety 15 yards down the field, and I ended up on the floor, and he ended up 20 yards downfield. By the time that I got up, I was like, what the bloody hell? I watched film and I said...
But that comes around to you're talking about the money in the game, and we come back to Americans. We've got that circle. To get money in the game, we have to have a product on the field. To have a product on the field, we want a quality team. So, you go to a company and say, "Oh, sponsor us." So, how many people do you get to watch? So, but
that's why
the game is I first played in 1986, and the game has gone up and down in the past. but I think it's the most stable it's been under the BAFA banner than it ever was in any of the other iterations of the national body.
Oh,
So
they're getting ready for kickdown. I'm just going to go toilet quick.
Yeah, no problem.
but yeah, the number of teams and people playing and the flag teams and that, it's fantastic.
It is great seeing, like, the amount of teams we've got coming in. It's like sometimes with associate status, you've got to give it. There you go. Gold tried for the reverse. Did off this time. Not surprised for it. I'm sure the Bullets had that one sort of locked down. I've accidentally clicked off the link to the stream. How peak?
Yeah,
peak
sorry.
for me.
But yeah, that on special teams, that reverse option is always something difficult to cover. Right. Oh, pass up. Gain of 9.
Oh. There we go.
Yeah, gain of 9. Nice.
Basically, Seb, Dylan tried to come in, and I'm like, no, because we're having an actual conversation that's like interesting. I don't want you to come in and after your 7 pints come in and talk about nonsense. It's like, come on, we're trying to have a
civilized conversation here about football.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I've got a lot of time for this running back.
Dominguez. Ooh.
I think his first name's Aaron, I think.
Let's see if we can find out.
I'm pretty sure it's Aaron. I know their tight end's name's Finley. I love it. Oh, yes.
Yeah, nice block on the outside.
Great block. Got to love a patient block from a receiver.
Oh.
Because he would have had a couple of breaks in the first half if he had got that one extra block. So
yeah. Oh. Trips right, nub. I love it.
Nice read.
Great play.
It's a shame. I say it's a shame. It's not like it's the end of the game for Nottingham.
That's just a good defensive play.
No,
there.
100%.
Good penetration.
Yeah. My phone's about to die, guys, so I'm going to drop off the stream. But it's been great talking to you. And
It's a pleasure.
No, it's been wonderful having you, Mike.
Yeah.
Take care.
Take care, guys.
Have fun, Mike. Enjoy yourself. Do like a bit of Mike.
That was fantastic. It's nice to have a conversation like that every once in a while,
Yeah, and it's so interesting because obviously there's people come from so many different areas and how many different experiences they've got.
Oh, hit it!
Oh, what a dodge! What a dodge!
Oh my God!
Oh, he's done it again!
Oh. Get up and walk slowly back to the line of scrimmage like you didn't miss that tackle. I'm here for it. That's 2, Duke. Give us the replay. Let me see it again. Nope. There's 1. Oh.
Filth.
Oh. 1. Oh. Cheeky bit of face mask there as well. I suppose if Dylan is there, we could potentially get him in now.
He's telling me he's just catching a train. I'll message him.
Oh, if he's on the train, it's just, we're going to be listening to all of the hustle and bustle. Where's Connor? I need a bit of Connor.
He's told me that he is planning to another good stop there. They're crunching that. They're crunching the running back.
They are.
He says he'll be on as soon as possible.
Oh,
he was on earlier. He wasn't earlier, but he was like sort of walking around while we were having a conversation. I was like, I sort of want to be like, Antis, I don't just want to drop people in. I just want to say,
Just yeah, it's like what you did with me. I mean, I'm excited to see that Reading and Bath game. I mean, I watched the stream of KCL and Reading, and that was one hell of a game.
That's it. It's like if you look at Bath, and you look at Reading, their playoff scores haven't been large, so they're very very evenly matched
Oh,
and
pass
absolutely
the ball.
swallowed.
Pass the ball. Don't let them build up momentum. Give the running back a break. He's been swallowed on 3 plays.
Right, here we go. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Dylan Jones, everyone.
The least committed quarterback in Britball. Let's go.
Why?
I jumped on the family. I jumped on the family holiday as soon as I found out our game was cancelled. I was so upset, and all I saw it was a trip to London. So here I am at Euston Station on the way back home.
Nice.
But hey ho. Yeah, in it.
Hold on.
Yeah,
hold
imagine
on.
the week's only getting worse though.
They got it back. They got it back.
Oh, we got a corner as well.
No.
The week's only getting worse because unfortunately that's a train to Crewe. Who likes Crewe? No one I know. But here we go. How's the game going, by the way? I missed it. I think, what, 22-19? Looking good.
22-19. There was just a fumble, but it looks like Nottingham recovered.
The Nottingham have got it back.
And UWE player is down injured.
Oh.
Hopefully he's all right.
I tried getting on Bucks TV and it wasn't working. Bring back YouTube.
I know. I tried. It took me about 30 minutes to get on at work because of the
Mate.
secure network. I was like, oh, come on.
It was a long game. I came on earlier and it was the professional game talk. And
Do you know the worst part is that because I thought it was YouTube Premium, I had a setup ready. I bought YouTube Premium so there'd be no ads during the game. Turns out I didn't need it. Madness.
I know. I was like searching it on Bucks on YouTube and I was like, where's the stream? The one thing though, like, I just think one of the commentators in the Portsmouth game, it sounded like they were just out of breath. I had to mute. I mean, I know I get out of breath when I talk a lot, so.
Yeah, well, that's it. The game was so exciting that he.
Yeah, no. I've come on twice onto the stream so far. There was the.
Well, mate, you look like you're moving in a flip book because you're using mobile data.
The UWE players walking off the field, which is good to see.
Well,
and
that was.
I did say the hustle and bustle.
Did Portsmouth get a walloping? Is that what I missed?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wouldn't quite say a walloping. From my perspective, there was offensive struggles, you know, and they just couldn't quite get anything going. And the thing is, they have an incredibly talented receiver. He's incredibly difficult to bring down, and as soon as Loughborough caught onto that, it just kind of changed everything because they couldn't exactly get everything going elsewhere. And yeah, I mean, Loughborough's offense, we know what they can do if they get going. So,
Well, I don't know what he's doing. Nathan, Bucks.tv, the stream is on there. You can watch this flag, whatever this flag is. Well, I will be able to tell you, obviously. But...
yeah, you just need to sign in via Facebook or Gmail or Google or anything like that, and you'll be able to watch the stream. We're just here to give our thoughts on what we're watching, as well as talk about some Bud Light seltzers and White Claw, the difference and what you should buy and what you shouldn't.
And like the strength of the bubbles, does it give me acid reflux? You know, all the things you need to know.
Exactly, and the interesting drinking challenges you can do with the products as well. They're also fun.
Well, it's basically healthy, isn't it?
Oh, we got all that look like a full stop. Oh, I love it for the brand.
Good kick.
Oh, yes. I mean, I would say that's out of bounds at about the 10. Appears to be windy conditions.
12, I've heard.
Well, is it at the 12? That's not bad.
It is at the 12. What drink are you having? You've not actually said yet.
Sorry. Maz is getting ice cream and she's separating it into a pot, which is not how I normally eat a tub of ice cream. So I have got a lovely blend of OJ with a bit of Disaronno and a bit of Sailor Jerry's.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah. I didn't want to get judged for not having a mixer, so
How is it?
it's delicious. I mean,
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
the only thing that I would say is it's orange juice with pulp, and I'm not a fan.
Ah, yeah, I can see
But
it.
pulp is good for you. So
No,
tit for tat, right?
yeah, go no, it's healthy.
Yeah. Wow. But no, Disaronno and like rum is a really good combination to have, especially just on the rocks.
Nathan, Bucks.tv. Bucks.tv, it's on there. You've got to put some. You got to put your password through there. It's literally
Facebook, Gmail.
you see the link on the bottom of the screen. Stream link, literally Bucks.tv. That's it. Simple
Click
as.
on that. Click on that. Click on American football. It will ask you to sign in, and then the stream's yours.
And
Look at that. Teamwork.
No problem, Nathan. Yes, but thanks, guys.
Yeah.
What do you want? What else do you want?
No, I'm back. Yeah, no, I was checking.
You're not.
So, Portsmouth got a thumping, is what I've seen, right?
Yeah.
We've
I'm
already
going to come clean here. I live in Edinburgh. I see literally, I have no idea about any American football that happens south of Gretna. I've been getting grief off like the Liverpool Dinosaurs because I picked against them on the only team I've seen film on in my life. I saw Leicester film and I thought, yeah, they look all right. I'll go for them. No, I thought that was a sportsmanship thing to do because I had to bloody forfeit to them this week. I'm already 0-2. And that. But welcome to life in Sportank. Innit? Poor form. Yeah, this is what happens.
I mean, you did literally go against every single prediction that Tebs
I did not expect that. You know what? It's the first week I've not looked or heard what everyone else said, and I said my own, and then the post went up, and it was like, oh, I got this badly wrong.
I did not plan this.
But again, it's like, he has still picked the bullets over the gold, so.
You'd hope. Oh, yeah, but even that now looks south.
It looks like we're about third. I would say this is third down. Oh, that had potential to go really well for UWE, but it was sniffed out.
Yeah, it could have been awful.
I'm just practicing my commentating. I feel like there's a career in it for me.
There is. Honestly, mate, if you want to come and do some commentary for Ye Olde Sportank, well.
Yeah, if I'm not playing in the senior ball.
That's it. Yeah, that's one of those.
Wait for me to retire from coaching and from playing, and I'm yours.
Next year, so all you. Like, that's it. Like, I've already made the decision to retire because Uniball is the only thing that gets my blood pumping. Senior ball, I will commentate, and I enjoy doing that. But
you're not playing.
No, I'm commentating instead.
Oh, nice.
Not gonna lie, after last week, I'm genuinely about to retire this summer to go to golf. It's been the most horrendous little week of my life.
You look like a coconut, mate. Like all that fluff on the top of your head.
And do you know what he looks like? He looks like a semi-peeled cheese string.
You do look like a semi-peeled cheese string. This might be your worst haircut of the season.
I presume you're on about the sexy one that struts off the beach there, then I'll leave it at that.
Did you just say you get a hard one over the cheese strings? You fucking
no, the sexy cheese string.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Thing, you're still a cheese string.
Right, well, that's enough. That's enough of that. That's enough of that, I think.
Oh, is there a flag? Oh, there is. There's an unsportsmanlike, and that gives you a first down.
Not what you need.
Not what you need, especially on a third and long. It's poor form there. That's not what we expect to see from the Nottingham Gold here.
It seems to be like I didn't expect like flags to play such a devastating part in the gold.
That's
like
3 hurtful flags for the gold.
Yeah. No. Again, we keep saying this. It's not out of reach yet, but we don't need another one where the first, like the third, all the odd
score. You know, they already didn't take advantage of that, the possession from kickoff. So, you know, we're now sitting at the middle of the third quarter. You need a stop here, really. Hamish drops back. Oh dear.
Why'd you say that? Well, they need a stop here. Yes. Yeah, they certainly do. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. So UWE have just scored another touchdown. Absolute howler from Hamish.
I could hear it whistling from Hayes. And again, Ethan Fisher. I feel like everything I said in the first quarter is coming true.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you need a man to predict your games, you just search
You
no
don't
one
need
else.
you don't need Tony Romo, I tell you.
Honestly,
And
I've said
another fumbled snap. Oh, and he's fallen over.
I've heard this about you. I've heard you called the British Tony Romo multiple times.
I just love football, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh, the replay. He builds up speed. You know, there's promise here, and nope. It's the issue with the wet 3G. I'm afraid the rain seems to be coming down. You know what I love? It's like, you know, when you're at training and it's raining and the QBs are like, oh, it's raining, the balls are wet. Hamish is out here throwing 40-yard bombs on a
Yeah.
rope. Like,
Means nothing. Weather means nothing to him.
no. It's true Nottingham fashion that it would be raining on the final of, you know, the Prem. And just like that, you know, it's a 9-point game. No, it's not. Is it? Yeah. You know when you doubt your maths for a second?
Yeah. To be fair, mate, it took me a minute.
I was like, wait a minute.
Maths?
I went to Brunel, all right? Cut me some slack. And here we go for the reverse.
There we go.
Oh, he's broken another one. He's out of bounds. That's a good return. He's out of bounds at the 30. You know, the thing is, when I see these returns, I absolutely love them, right? So I'm special teams coordinator for the South this year for All Stars, and like I love kick return because there's so much fun stuff that you can do. But in the back of my head, I'm always like, oh my god, what if they fumble the handoff? You know, like because no one is there, right? Oh, it just a little bit of me puckers every time I see it.
The thing is that like I don't know if I would have ran the reverse there because they ran it on opening kickoff as well.
They run it every time, so you'll probably have a wide open catch about 35 yards downfield there. Absolutely fantastic. Things you love to see. Like for me, you know, like my plan is obviously, you know, you have the call at the sideline, so you kind of remove the ability for a player to think on the field because sometimes it does not work out how you want it to as a coach. But the give itself, like you could hand it off or it could be a keep. So you fake it and then you carry the ball. But at the moment, it's just been that. Oh dear, this UWE defensive line is starting to heat up a little bit here.
They have in the locker room talk.
We have a white hat waving. I think we got a seriously injured two UWE D line on the floor here. Not what you want to see.
No, not at all.
And offensive lineman for Nottingham Gold as well. This is not what you want to see. Oh, I hope they're okay.
Yeah, 3 players down.
I hate seeing players down on a football field. Did you enjoy your season though at Gloucester? Is it Gloucester?
Gloucestershire.
Oh, it's Gloucestershire. Yeah,
it is. Honestly, it's my favourite season I've ever had.
That's good. That's nice to hear because I remember you messaging me and you're like, "Oh God," you know.
Yeah.
I remember there was a small glimmer of hope that you'd come to Brunel. I'm kind of glad you didn't now.
Well, his thing is like there was a few that were floating. There were a few that were floating around. I think it was Brunel. I applied. They said we can't do your PhD. Portsmouth, no, we can't do your PhD. Gloucestershire, why? Yes, of course, Mister Tebber, we can do your PhD for you. So, but no, generally it's been my favourite season from basically all aspects. Playing, social. It's been it's
What
been
you want?
genuinely it's been genuinely fantastic. Like I've said some of the guys like at Lincoln. Admittedly, I was never ever a starter at Lincoln, never ever. And to the point where I was getting a bit of a joke. I was that joke basically I was that joke player who got on Neil's, to then come here and do something that I've never been able to do, which is play a full season, not miss a single game due to whatever, play a full season, start every single game. Um, and then it's been my favorite season I've ever had.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I
yeah,
think it's important as well, especially when you have like a lot of season, like you play a lot, like when you play Uniball and you play Summer Ball alongside it, like it's a lot. And I think sometimes like that kind of gets missed a little bit. And then, like I think sometimes you do kind of fall out of love with it. And I think it's one of the reasons why, like for me, like I'm really kind of at a point of closure now
yeah.
in terms of like the what I want out of the sport. So I think for me, like it is one of those things that you can be happy with, but having a season like that, it just kind of reignites that fire a little bit more, you know?
100%. Like this is, it's the best team I've been on. Like I don't really count the because I came in halfway through the Nottingham Caesars season last year. I don't really count that, but it's again
Yeah.
starting every game, playing every game, like being making it to my second playoff seven. Obviously, it didn't go the way that I planned, but
Yeah.
only ever been to uni playoffs once. And to be able to do that. Right, hold on. The
We're back in.
actions reconvening.
We're back in. Here we go. 2nd and 9. Run play.
Mm,
Probably 1 or 2 yard gain. So we're now looking at about a third and 8, 3rd and 7 situation here. It's just that penetration again.
yeah, it's
That's from
but
Leon at
they
middle linebacker.
But like the Bullets defense has obviously had that talking to at half time where the run is what could lose us this game.
If they can stop the run, you force them to the air. Yeah. I mean, the DC for UE is T, and T was the defensive tackle that we had at Brunel as a player. So QB's going out. Oh dear. Oh, there's a nice run from the quarterback. I'm pretty sure that's a first
Oh,
down here.
oh my God, knocked him over.
He did. I think
Yeah,
you're a little bit delayed here.
I am a little bit delayed. But I'm not gonna hold that against you.
Well, it was me. It was me in the first half. So I guess we've just flipped
Yeah, it doesn't
streams,
matter.
basically. Yeah, no, he's
Are you
that's
telling me we've crossed streams?
I
Oh,
believe we do. I believe
oh
we have.
my.
The streams have merged.
Speaking of that, I've had my first Wii, and I will need another one. So I'm gonna wait for something to happen, a break in game.
That's why I did one just before.
Yeah,
Ah,
I tell you what, the QB run.
it just seems like every time he drops back to pass, he can't go into his reads. The pressure seems to be too much. So the offensive line really has got to kind of anchor down here and just allow the quarterback some time. And I know that that's what T's going to want to do. He's gonna want to disrupt that the ability of that quarterback. Take the passing ability, stuff the run, and create pressure. That's what you're going to need.
2nd and 8.
That's a wobble, and Dante's there. Good read, but ball just didn't come out clean there. We're now at a 3rd and long situation again. Let's see what we get out of this.
obviously it's a third quarter, like, and they've got someone with the foot.
Yes.
You know,
If they can get into field goal range here, you take the 3 point. You take points
Yeah.
any situation that you can get. We have a new right guard in because of the Nottingham Gold right guard that went down in the injury timeout that we had.
let's have a gander.
We're going to roll out. He's got the speed to get there. Going to run it. I think he's probably got about 6 there. Looking at a 4th and 2, I would have said.
Yeah. Again, it'll be interesting to see what they do from here. If the prognosis of the 4th and 2 are
And the
is
second,
correct.
the substitute right guard appears to be down as well. But the one thing that I do know Nottingham have is they have depth at that
100%.
offensive line position. So that is not what you want to see. Again, if I was you, mate, I'd take this time to go for a quick toilet break.
That's a good point.
All right, guys, so it's just me. Yeah, so if you want to catch the stream, you can see it on the link at the bottom of the screen, bucks.tv. You just need to sign in, click American Football, log in via your Facebook or Gmail, and then you'll be able to watch the stream where you are. We're just here, just watching it and having a chat about football. And Tebs' small bladder. We still got an injury timeout. Scores 19 to Nottingham, 28 to UWE in about the middle of the third quarter. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The quickest toilet break I have ever witnessed in my life.
What was that, bud?
I was just saying that was the quickest toilet break I have ever seen in my life.
Well, I tell you what. Luckily or unluckily,
you should get a job in Formula One as a pit stop crew.
I'll put it this, mate. Behind here, toilet. Behind that, another toilet.
Wait,
Like I might if I we've got 2 bogs. Bougie.
sorry.
Honestly,
fair,
mate,
I have 2 en suites, so I have to pick a litter.
Well, some people can't be so lucky. To be fair, mate, I don't have a bath. I fucking hate that.
To be honest, we have a bath and a shower, but yeah,
Mate, post
the thing
game
because
bath.
it's like a complex, like it's a bit. The water's set to a certain temperature, so it only gets so hot. So you just whack a couple of kettles in there, and you're fine.
What I do is I just chuck a handful of hand warmers, slap them, chuck them into the bath, wait for it to boil. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a fun story, but it's a quick story. When I was commentating the game, I had a Kit Kat in my pocket. I also had a hand warmer. I accidentally put the hand warmer in the same pocket as the Kit Kat. It melted. There you go. That's the end of the story. That's the end of the story. Not an interesting story, but that's the end of it.
Oh, it looks like this Nottingham player is done for the game. That's an awful shame. Looks like another knee injury here.
It's so difficult. Like, there you go. A Tamworth guy. Again, like the depth at the O line very well could be like what is gonna save not say
Be the swing, yeah.
3rd and 8.
I do think that 8 is wrong because of that last run.
4th and 4, not 3rd and 8.
There we go, yeah.
Don't listen to the stream.
Or don't trust the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Here we go, field goal setting up. They need this.
As you would do. Fake. No. I mean, I wouldn't.
Judging by the setup, I wouldn't run a fake here. That looks like it's gone left. Yep. Missed left. He's hooked that one. I mean, he's hit 2 from about 35 to 40 yards out, pretty much with enough leg to get it from 50. So that's something that you would kind of more expect from a Uniball kick.
Yeah.
That said, it's definitely I would say the completion percentage is more than senior ball as well.
That's what I'm talking about. Like having a specialty kicker is so.
It's
just
undervalued in Uniball, and it's also something that you
100%.
can't if you don't have like, you know, I feel like special teams, you have to set it up. You have to work smarter, you know, like especially on a field goal unit. And
Like
then
when
we
you
have
see some of these
a
teams like
tackle for
don't
loss
drill
there.
special teams massively.
Oh, in my first year, like in my second year, first playoff game, we installed field goal on a timeout. You know, I'm not even bullshitting you. We called a timeout, installed field goal, and I was the holder. I was flashing my hands at the long snapper for about 20 seconds. And he was so scared to snap it. Moral of the story: we kicked that field goal, and we won it.
Fair enough. Who's that against?
No, I'm pretty sure. No, sorry, that was the last game of the regular season. We won that, and that was when we went. I think that might have been against Kingston, and then
Fair.
we went. That was the season we went 10-0. And we played UCL, played Bristol Barracuda in the quarterfinals, played UCL in the semi-finals, and then played Plymouth Blitz in the final, and then got promoted into Division 1. That appears to be the fourth quarter right there. And you got the UWE Bullets holding them fours up.
Oh.
And we now have a break in the stream for what looks like Eddie Hall.
Here he is. What are your thoughts on Eddie Hall?
You know what? I love his little videos he does on Facebook. When I'm scrolling, it's a nice pleasure. And he's just like, oh, this guy got slapped. You know?
Do you watch his?
I don't.
No, do you watch his fight with a mountain? Do you ever see any of that? Like the big Icelandic.
Oh yes, Thor. Is it Thor Magnusson? I think his
Someone
name
like that.
is. Yeah, I didn't know.
No, neither did I. There you go. That's
Oh.
a good story. Anyway, let's get back to the action.
This is what you're getting.
Let's get back to the action.
Start of the fourth quarter. UWE are now. I said the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter. UWE are now at a 3rd and 2 situation.
The fourth.
And it's a run, and he's got it, and more. Easily a 15, 20-yard gain.
Oh my lord!
Straight up the
I
middle.
won't like they're lucky to bring him down there. Not lucky because they're a good team, but
I mean the you can't tackle a guy up there. You know, you can't expect to bring him down. But I also think, you know, there's a couple of holds that are getting missed. But
there's a blatant one there.
Yeah, on 44 for Nottingham Gold. You see the jersey. But we got another Nottingham Gold's player down here. This is starting to become a bit of an issue here.
Number 9 for the Gold is down currently.
Yeah, oh, it's a clear hold on that replay. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Thing is, as well, if they were wearing a darker colour jersey, you kind of miss it, but it's luminous yellow.
Maybe do you think there's a possibility that these refs have had a talking to after last year be like,
don't call the flag? Yeah, but the thing is I'm all for letting the game play, right? But when it's blatant, like you are literally right there. It's the point of attack, like, which is where your eyes should be. Like, that's something that you would see, surely, but. Jump over the line there. This is where I was saying, you know, like the offensive line for UE are just, they're so dominant. Two Golds players on their backs with a UWEO lineman on top of them, you know.
You know, it really is like it's pancake season. It's pancake season in Nottingham, and unfortunately,
Nottingham are on the receiving end right now.
Again, like it's one of those things where we do have to say, like, multiple goals O-line have gone out with injuries. So
a couple of missed. You know, just these missed tackles are hurting Nottingham in the backfield. Oh, another Nottingham player down with a white hat being waved.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by Connor. Of
Hello.
course.
Yeah, let's
Connor
go.
Connor is here.
I have actually been, despite everything, I actually have been watching the game, so I have lots to say. So
Okay, perfect. Let it rip.
I've
Stream
been
just crashed. Oh no!
bless my poor other half. I've been like watching it and like saying everything I'd be saying on here to her, so she feels like just,
We are conversing. I
yeah.
forgot to stir my drink. I've just got pure
There's
rum
your-
at the bottom of this.
vodka at the bottom of it. Great.
How you doing, Connor? It's been a long
all right.
time.
It's been a while, mate. I'll see you in a couple of weeks at thingy if you're going to come down, are you? You're going to come down north south.
Wait, what?
All
You're going to
stars.
come down. All
Oh,
stars.
are you in the North Staff?
I'm in the north staff. So
Oh, what's your position there?
coaching the quarterbacks.
Ooh. How the quarterbacks looking after trial was
Good, man. Like,
how crazy was it for you? We had 168 players, I think.
we had, to be fair, actually, we had quite a few no-shows.
We had a few. I think we were predicted like 187, but we only had
Yeah.
166. But that was, I mean, if
Swallowed
you
up there. Sorry.
again, you know, it's been a good defensive battle, you know, outside of the bust ups,
Yeah.
like the blown coverages or the exquisite passes from Hamish.
But what I don't know if you guys have noticed, but on the UE defensive side, they've gone to what essentially looks like a 4-deep zone 0 blitz.
Yeah.
So they're sending everybody up front and just daring Knots to throw the ball.
Yeah. And
Like,
the thing is,
and then they're also
their
there
jersey
we go.
goes. And that's
So
this is one of the issues that I have with, you know, the Bale technique. You know, sometimes you forget that you're so scared to be beaten over the top that
Yeah.
when it's thrown underneath, your angles go out of the window.
Yeah.
And that is a prime example. He's come down inside. There's no help on the outside, and you've given him the lane, especially with Jersey speed. And we got a block there as well. Like the block hasn't done much.
You've got a good block, but they're so worried about they're so worried about the trips to the left, and Hamish's arm just taking them over the top that he just that's just a
you know,
good
even the
play
block
design.
itself, I mean, Frankie's a genius, and I will say it to the high heavens. You know, like his like ability to play call is just fantastic. But and to set defenses up. But the thing is, even the block itself, the block wasn't a big block. He did what he needed to do.
That's all you need. Yeah, that's all you need, isn't it? You ask those guys to give the playmaker a second. That's all. That's all you need.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's impressive. Yeah, I don't know. I think, but then you know we saw how quickly Nottingham scored in that first quarter. Like this is by no means a done deal.
Yeah,
no.
It's what, a 15-point game now, especially that them stopping that 2-point there was huge.
The only question is now that it appears that Nottingham have lost 3 offensive linemen at that right guard position. With the pressure that UWE are dialing up as well, I'm interested to see how this kick return goes.
Yeah, but then that's what, you know, if you know Jason Scott at all, he preaches
specials
reps on special teams so much because it can be such a game changer, and we've seen it already.
I just want to say, Tebs, as well, that kick has got one sleeve on.
Has he? That's why, isn't it?
And there we have the keep. There you
Oh,
go.
unlucky. If that 45 sticks his block just that little bit
You
more,
got a
that could
flag
go
there
a
though. You
long
got a
way.
flag there. Flag down. Probably looking at a hold.
Hold or a block in the back normally on a kick return, isn't it?
Yeah. Maybe a blind side, maybe a crack back. You'd rather
Yeah.
a hold in that situation.
Did you see the hold on the block in the back on the first
Yeah.
touchdown at Loughborough?
Oh,
I didn't know. It
Did
took
you?
me
Oh.
about 35 minutes to get into the bloody stream because of my work Wi-Fi.
Sounds about right. Yeah, that's going to hurt Knots. They've just been marched back.
Yeah, it looks like 10 yards, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe 15 by the actual look of it. It looked like they got to at least the 30.
I feel like the camera angle is a bit funny. I thought a couple that looked 15, but actually are 10.
Yeah, I mean, it could be 10 because they don't seem like that far back from the 30. So
Yeah, we've got a bunch set, so I think they're going to have to go deep into the bag of tricks here to try and throw UWE off.
he's got that.
Oh,
Yeah, he's got that.
Reeled it in. That's a nice little
There's the guy I was
over
talking
the ball
about again.
concept.
Can't
Yeah,
guard
it's a nice
Jay
little over the
had a
ball concept.
brilliant game in the semi-finals as well.
Did you watch that semi-final?
Yeah, I can't even remember who it was. SGS, wasn't it?
SGS, yeah.
I mean,
28-6.
yeah. I mean, SGS. I think it's a really good outing for them in their first year.
100%.
Keeper, QB keep. Oh, that's a good run.
You,
He's
I just
so
want him
quick.
to slide a bit.
Yeah.
Not in the national final. Not in like every other time I say yes, but not here. Like,
I mean, yeah. I mean, the
game on the
only
line,
reason that
man.
I'm saying that is because he's fumbled one already where he
Exactly.
didn't slide.
But
then he
ball.
also did like run someone over. So
Nice throw.
Great catch. Good tackle as well.
Come on, boys. Come on.
Need a bit more tape. I've been pancaking too many people. My tape's ripped. That's offensive lineman trouble right there.
Well, that's it, mate.
He is honestly, I will say, he is an absolute pleasure. That guy. I mean, when Brunel scrimmaged UWE, he was an absolute legend. I mean, when his helmet's on, he's an absolute different person.
Well, step up. Oh, you've got to step up earlier than that.
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
it's good. He's done really fucking well.
There's got to be a flag on there.
There's been at least 3 or 4 of them. Finally, a flag comes in.
I'm pretty sure that might be Dante.
There is a bit of laundry.
I thought it was 13. I think was the one that piled on.
The thing is, I think they'll offset. I think. Let's watch here.
79 explodes a little bit afterwards.
I think they'll offset these because I think there's fouls on both sides. I think they flagged the late hit.
So if they flag the late hit and then they flag unsportsmanlike on Knots, it doesn't offset. It would be
it will be a first down.
Be a first down, so it'd be 15 forward or 15 forward, 15 back, end of the run, first down.
Yeah. So they don't offset, but if they're both 15, they offset essentially.
They offset, but
because
it's not
that is definitely late from number 10 there, and then 58 comes in. It is Dante, and then there's a shove. I think they're taking them back. They're being taken back. They've missed a howler there.
Oh, so they've not thrown it on you.
They've not thrown it. No, they've thrown it on 58 for retaliating.
That's poor. That's really poor.
That's a shame there. I mean, they've given them the first down though. It's a first down unsportsmanlike from the spot of the foul.
Not the worst thing, but not great.
No, it's not great. It's good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, stay outside. He's got to stay outside there. He's got number 1's got that block.
Some
He's
great
got to stay
blocking
outside
in this game. Some
Yeah.
fantastic blocking.
There's been lots of, especially when you've got two guys who can get the ball out so quickly.
Just want to say that right guard is an absolute unit, and this is the 4th right guard I've seen in this
Yeah,
game.
exactly.
Is he not? I think have they not bounced one of their guys inside?
They probably have, but even still.
False start, right guard. Just as you commentators cursed them.
This is
Honestly,
how many times has this happened today?
He's been doing it all day.
The thing is, I called it all the time in the first quarter. I was calling the players that, like, if they have a good game, you know, Dante, Ethan Fisher, everyone. They just need to get points on the board here. They need it. They need 6. They've gone empty. Let's see if they dial up the pressure here. Leon looks like he's no. QB draw. Oh my.
Oh,
QB draw for 15.
oh, very nice. Exactly what they need.
1st and goal. Look at that. That is just brilliant. Right, we're going to go empty. I have to say, you know, when you watch games like this, and it's just like you can appreciate the level of versatility that these coaching staffs have in the
Yeah.
ability for what they're calling. Let's motion into empty. We don't get the pressure that they're looking for. He just tucks it.
I hope they make someone of this. I really, really do. Because if they do this game again, pretty good.
Oh, that is just excellent coverage from Dante.
Yeah,
there.
nothing you can do about that.
I mean, people forget that, you know, they see him a lot on offense, but people forget that he was a safety / outside linebacker for Colorado. So he's not too familiar to manning up in the goal line.
You know, especially if you got a ring on the line. You know, you're just gonna do whatever you need to do.
We've got trips left. Oh, the running back was wide open there.
Oh,
no, he's dropped it. Oh, that's hit him in the hands. That's such a shame there. That would have been his 2nd of the day. Bit behind him, but you got to bring those in these kind of games, you know.
Especially because, like, you know,
it's a bit behind him. You know, he's full speed going to the sideline. When it's here, it becomes incredible. If you don't get a good hand placement, it's all the difference. All right, here
it's
we
just
are,
like
3rd and 10.
With every passing play, this game's getting away from Nottingham. It's not.
There's a flag. That looked like a flag. Or am I just tripping? No, there's no. I thought there was a flag that came through at the end. He nearly bought that.
No, there is. I can hear him hearing it on the comms.
Okay. It looked like pass interference there, but no.
Full stop. No.
You're joking. No? They've waved it.
They've waved it.
Third and goal.
4. Down is 4.
Down is 4. I mean, I'd go for it here.
They certainly are.
Backside. Oh. Not the play.
Oh.
You saw the backside. What if they give us a replay on that? Look at the backside receiver. Here we go. Watch backside receiver. There. The back of the end zone.
Oh no.
Not over yet, but it's one of the
certainly getting
things
there.
where it's like a fourth down in that situation doesn't put you in a bad position. There you go. Tackle for loss. Especially because what you want them to do is punt in this end of their field, because their punt has been abysmal all like the whole time, you know? Like they've punted twice this game and they've not got a net yardage of about 20 out of
Yeah, it's
both
not.
punts. So if you can force them to punt here, you hopefully, you know, even if you get the chance to return it, you're in a better position than if you kick the points and then you give them good field position on a return. There you go. Right. That is probably, I would say, about a 3rd and 5 here. So you just need discipline.
It's
How long do you reckon we got left? Did they set it on the comms?
not. As soon as they tell me, I'll tell you.
All right. Haven't seen you vape today, mate. Have you given it up?
Yeah, I don't vape. I'm an athlete, mate. I'm an athlete. I don't vape. 3rd and 2.
Oh, it could be a first down there. Yeah, first down. Chains are moving. I'll expect them to maybe take a shot here. My hair is really bugging me today. I got really excited today because I thought it was Wednesday and that the weekend was near.
Oh, mate, I got to go back to work tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to it. Don't want to do it.
Don't worry about it. It's just work every day, mate. It's a joke. Another, I'd say, probably a 2-yard gain there. So, well, no, they've been a bit generous. 4-yard gain. Second and about 6 with a running back change. They got their bulldozer in the backfield right now. I think we're going to see them run the clock out a little bit here,
100%.
try and chew up as much as they
Yeah,
can.
this all going to be run plays. If you've come here expecting us to be commentating on pass plays, and you've come at the wrong time.
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh dear, that's a hold. How have you not thrown that?
That's a hold on 24.
How have you not thrown that flag?
Do they not see? Do they not see the stretch?
That is ridiculous. Absolute howler there. Give us a replay, Bucks. I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is. It's all the way out here. It's a hold something different now. I don't know. About my loss.
Anything outside of the frame. Anything outside of the frame of a player.
So like that was.
So if you're here, that's not a hold. But if you're here, that's a hold. And if the jersey is like this, I'm pretty sure that's holding.
Oh, that's another first down for Bullets.
That I'm sorry. There's been a couple of calls in this that have been questionable. We must be coming to the end.
Go on, give me the time, Bucks. You know,
Should ask in the stream.
they don't have comments.
Oh,
They don't read comments. And that's the difference. No. Come on, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for this.
I know. Maz has just given our dog a cheese puff. He was laying down, his head just goes. Bear in mind that's like a 40-kilo Rottweiler.
Yeah, fair.
I tell you, every time I watch like Uniball, it makes me miss it so much.
Mate, why do you think I came back? Fuck this PhD. I don't want to do it, but
Like I just miss it. I miss playing.
mate,
Like I used to play corner for like the majority of my uni until like I ended up playing both ways. So I played corner and slot. And like when I played slot, like it was really fun. I literally just had corners and seams, and it was so fun. But
by the way,
man,
by the way, for the University of Gloucestershire, I don't mean that. I love my PhD.
yeah, I mean, I'm sure they watch. Your tutor definitely watches.
So I'm not hearing any clock thing, but from what they're saying, if this is a first down, I think this game's over.
Ugh. It's not. It's fourth and short, and they're in the shotgun. Delay a game, I think, or a timeout. What are they saying? Oh my God. Timeout, UWE. Hamish was not happy about that.
1-3-2.
That's a tough ask. I think injuries just really hindered like Knots here. It really slowed down the game, like slowed their momentum. If I'm Frankie here, I'm just like, just get the first down. Get the first
100%,
down, we
100%.
eat. You know.
This is right here.
I'm not gonna lie. If this is me, I'm going on a hard count, and I'm taking a shot here. If they pick it, it's a punt. If we catch it, game's done.
4th and 2nd though.
Yeah, and now they've. The thing is, though, they're 2 scores down.
Oh!
They haven't got it. That's what I'm saying.
Not get ball back.
This is what I'm saying. Not get the ball back. Not have timeouts. Silly call. And
2
they're
scores.
on the 40.
Crimulos.
If I'm that running back, if he bounces it, he gets it. Fair play, Nottingham Gold standing up right there.
Not giving up. This.
I'd expect running back to stay in pass protection here, help the right tackle a little bit.
Yep, 100%.
He doesn't. He motions out.
Okay.
Oh my God. QB's got a lane. QB's gone. QB's gone. That
Oh my God.
is an absolute
Oh my God.
fantastic tackle there from Jack Crawford.
Oh.
What a tackle.
5-yard line for gold. Oh.
That touchdown is that saving touchdown. Oh, I can't even use words. That was a tackle and a half there.
Filth.
And he missed the Leeds Beckett game due to a suspension as well. So they're really grateful that he's back.
Yeah.
They didn't waste the time out there.
We
got a trips bunch right. Hit the tight end. He's only looking play side. Backside is there. Oh, God. Incomplete pass. Stops the clock. 2nd and goal. Look at it. Let's just appreciate this tackle here. From backside. Look at him there. Look at him there.
Oh, he comes all the way.
From backside safety to make that kind of play is absolutely outstanding.
2 bicep bands. Mad.
I told you. Speed, power, mate. You got defensive lineman in the neutral zone there.
He fully is, isn't he?
Oh, yes. I'm a fan. Touchdown, Nottingham Gold.
Oh!
Do they go for one or do they go for two here? What are you doing in this situation, Coach Tebbs?
I might.
You make it a 1 point game or you make it a 2 point game?
I might kick it.
They're not.
Fuck. Well, again, that's why Jason Scott's the head coach and I'm not. You know.
You make it a 1 point game and you get a safety. UWE look like they've called a timeout here.
Yeah.
I'm making all these calls and I'm not even listening to the audio. Should
Yeah.
get me on the commentating some more, mate.
Yeah, mate, that's it. Don't be so good, otherwise they'll come for you, not for me. And it's me and you next year. Let's just put it in. You hear this, people watching? Put us in. Signed the petition. Me and Seb just going, fucking what a play.
Oh, fucking kick for the brand.
Me and you talking about the well, the thing is, if you're going to play at this level, you need to have bicep bands and leg sleeves.
No, you don't need 2 leg sleeves though. 2 leg sleeves actually impair your ability to move.
Leg sleeve.
There you go. It has to be the singular.
Sport tank leg sleeves coming soon. Not a bad idea.
We'll talk business.
We'll talk after. We'll talk after. We got business to attend. This 2 point. We got business to attend to right now.
Oh my god, he got it. He got it. Oh my god.
Oh my god, he's throw. This game.
Just oh god. Along the floor. Nope.
Absolute dribbler of a snap. Wouldn't see that in Gloucestershire, but you know, that's what I'm saying.
You're welcome, by the way. You're welcome.
Hey.
Don't make me pull up the receipts. Mate, if Nottingham win this game, I'll tell you right now, I'll pour a shot of tequila on stream and
I'll have to go downstairs to do that. The only thing I've got up here is chartreuse or some mezcal that's genuinely been sat there for about 5 years.
I think you just shotgun a Coors Light.
Oh, shotgun a Coors Light on stream. Yeah, fine. Nottingham winner, shotgun a Coors Light on stream in my room. In my fucking tiny little uni room. Yeah, Pete. I mean, I'll do it.
Oh,
Oh yes. I'm here for a final. I've got one.
I'm starting to think I'm a genius for that, by the way. About a minute. Oh my god, if they get this, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Thing is, you're gonna know before me, so I'm just saying, I'm gonna gauge you.
No, UWE recover. Kicker fluffed it.
He fully did there.
Oh, I'm so upset. I reckon it's a kneel out.
Yep.
If you want my honest opinion, better game than last year.
It's been spicy.
He's just fluffed it. He's just not kicked it right. What he should have done is not focus on the ball and focus on the player going for the ball and allowed the person behind to recover.
Yeah.
You all right? Doesn't look like they're kneeling it. Are they going to be Loughborough and go for it?
I can't imagine that they would.
It's a full start, surely. How did they not call that as a full start on the wide receiver?
Questionables.
That's 2. Get Mike on here. What's going on?
Mate, bring Mark back. Let's go to Connor. What's Connor saying? Oh, okay. Back to the game.
I think if UWE win, you still have to shotgun a cause light on stream.
No.
Just
Why
because
would you want to?
because you lost. You know, your headline is picked Nottingham.
Is it?
Yeah. Because if you leave, then the stream dies. So. Yeah, a hell of a game. Some great play calling as well, and some very good plays.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't pick Nottingham.
Nothing to see. Go back through the 2 hours of footage. Here we go. Dante, Wildcat. Wrong kind of Wildcat. If you didn't hear that in the background, she was singing the Wildcat from High School Musical.
Yeah, no, I gathered. Someone's just stood on the ref's foot.
As we all know in Britball, the worst paint you can get. Well, maybe an offensive lineman stepping on your foot.
Well, mate, I've just come. I've had an injured foot for a month because a D lineman stood on my foot.
I bet your toes were.
It's still not the same color. It's still not a regular color, and it's still swollen after a month. A month.
I bet it was a nose tackle as well.
How have these teams reached another class? Because these were let's be honest, these are two of the best teams in the entire country, and it's no surprise. But what an absolute
belter of a game.
There we go. Wow.
And a first down. And I think I love that the idea of Uniball is creating this, I mean, last year we saw the amount of streams that, the Div 1 and the Div and the Prem final got was the most streams out of every single fixture that happened at Bucks. So, just the platform that these guys are now able to play at is just fantastic. And I think we've got a timeout here. UWE are doing a Loughborough. UWE want to score here.
Watch, mate. Imagine if fucking Knots get this ball and run it back. I'll jump out my window.
I'll finish the bottle.
I'll jump out the window. It's over for me. Oh, don't worry.
And there it is. I think there we have it. Wait for it. Is the ref going to call it? It appears so. And there it is. UWE and your national champions.
Back to back. Back to back. Oh, man. Gold, honestly, Gold put up an absolute corker there.
An absolute corker.
Honestly, I feel like it could just... there's nothing sadder to me than watching a team who's just lost. Just because you know the feeling.
Yeah. And I think, for me, having been in maybe not quite, a national final, but I always used to enjoy when I say enjoy, I mean that term loosely, I always used to watch the team celebrate. And for me, that was the thing that hurt more, was you get to see the emotions that everyone else is feeling. But I think, it describes a team, the fact that Nottingham, lost that game. They brought on a lot of new talent. They had, I mean, Joshua Greaves, what a quarterback that we got to see play. Ivan, two quarterbacks that played insanely well, left, graduated, And we've got to watch this game with two completely different quarterbacks. We got to watch this game with completely different players. And I think that this might have been a better game than last year.
Yeah. Oh.
I'll tell you what, though, like the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to message T and just say, you know, like, mate, you balled out. Like that for me.
I've already apologized to Frankie.
Yeah. You know, and the thing is for me, I mean, like I said before, you know, T has been, you know, I call him Grandpa T, you know. So he's been involved with the burners. He's always been involved with everything that I've done. And so to see him like at this platform do what he's done and what I knew he could do is just really nice to see. And, you know, shout out to George Rhymes and Dante as well. But hell of a game. And, you know, for a big shout out as well to UWE from coming back against Leeds Beckett to then put on a showing like this. It's a pretty special time, isn't it? So,
you know, they are, you know, so it seems like UWE are proving that they are once again, they are the team to beat. It's honestly, it's moments like this where I really have to realize that the Uniball season is almost over, and and basically my main personality trait will soon dissolve into thin air until September.
Well, no, because you'll be here for senior.
I don't know who I've got first, senior. I need to remember who I've got, who my first game is.
You have to tell me the date that you're coming down to Wembley.
I will do.
And also, if you stream a Wembley game as well, you'll probably get free food. If it's a home game.
Southampton gave us free food. The first ever stream we did. Mad. Didn't expect that.
Yeah. I mean, there's been no flag fiasco in the center of the so I guess that's good.
Yeah.
Yes, gridiron memes are going to struggle for content this year.
Are gridiron memes still about?
Barely. They got kind of boycotted because of the stuff that they were posting was pretty wild.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like I check up on it every now and then, but I from last time I had a gander, they didn't.
It was, I think, because they literally turned comments off and they lost all of their exposure.
Oh, okay.
Because they were getting absolutely ripped to shreds about what they were posting.
The thing is, like the meme culture, like you look at places like Hull and LJMU, like their memes are.
Yeah, but the memes are never offensive. You know, they're never like, you know, what they'll do. I mean, even Portsmouth, you know, Portsmouth have put out some stuff, and some of it hilarious, right? But
yeah,
at the point where it becomes a detriment to the growth of the game in this country, like that's where I kind of draw a line. You know, like if you look at the prime example for me was the stuff that they were posting about women's football. Like that really hit a nerve with me, and was why, like, I'll say it. I don't give a damn. You know, they can. Every single post they put up about it, it was I reported it until Instagram didn't let me, because I'm sorry, but the women's GB team literally did the most that this country has seen in terms of football.
It's one of those things where like I don't like, follow I don't follow gridiron memes, so I genuinely don't know what you're talking about.
I don't. It was the reason for it is because like I follow like Girls of Gridiron, and you know, like I follow a lot of players that I know that play the sport, and you know, they were sharing it, so I was like, I'm gonna have a look and I'm gonna report it because that's you know, and yeah, like it was disgusting, and I'm sorry, but like that summer, you know, the GB women's team ended up playing against USA in the tournament final, and nearly beat them.
To be fair, nearly did, which is why, you know, I'm excited because like it's GB women's versus Sweden on the 15th in April in Worcester.
Yeah, like I mean, I play at Wembley with Georgia and Danny, and you know, like they train with us. I mean, Georgia's put me on my ass a couple of times as well, and like she helps me up after, and she says, "I'll see you on the next slant," you know, and I'm like, you know, it's great.
I know this is sort of just devolved into a seven chat. Is Georgia playing for senior Stallions
Yeah.
this season. Okay, I wasn't sure because obviously, like, I
Yeah,
had
she
the
played
chat.
last year as well. Yeah, no.
No, because I don't know because of what's happening with
Yeah, like
Stallions going.
it was a really bad shame. I think, because of the head coach of the Stallions women stepped down because of like time commitment, and I think it just kind of dissolved from that, which is a shame. But yeah, Georgia's still playing with the seniors, and she's she's fantastic, honestly. Like,
No, because I interviewed her
it's
last
what
year.
this sport needs is people like her, and just people that just don't care, and they're just here because they love the sport, and that's what it's about. And that's the thing, I think, like, it's what people sometimes forget. We talk about the senior team, we talk about the under 17s and the under 19s, but the women's team, again, is pretty similar to football. The women's team went further than the men's team have gone in God knows how long with their previous performance in the Euros and things like that. I think it's really good that the barriers are starting to break down, especially in this sport as well.
Again, hope I'm gonna try and stream some women's games, especially with the move to nines for not most of the league, some of the
I
league.
think it's Prem that's moving to nines, isn't it?
Yeah, because you got Peterborough, Edinburgh, Lions, Warriors,
Titans.
Titans.
Did you say Birmingham?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Brum, London, Peterborough, Edinburgh, Manchester.
Yeah, and then you've got like your Div 1, like your Samwell, and
No, Samwell.
are they dissolved as well? Oh, that's a shame.
I don't know if they've dissolved, but they're not fielding a team for
Well,
this season.
they could potentially move it into Birmingham because they're right next door.
That's exactly my thoughts.
And then making a change to nines as well, that also benefits Samwell in an essence as well.
Yeah,
But I mean,
benefits GB.
it just benefits everything. The real aim is for it to move from nines to 11s. That's the true benefit, because they come from, like, that was the thing that baffled me when I was like watching Phoebe do interviews and stuff like that, and the players do interviews, was you're transitioning from sevens in the national leagues to go and play 11s internationally.
And it's like they don't have special teams in seven. I remember messaging Lindsay being like, whoever your kicker is, considering that there's no specials in
Was that
seven.
GB? I know Samantha Reed, so she used to play at Stallions. She was kicking. She's like, I used to play. She played receiver with us last year as well. Like, she's fantastic as well. I honestly, like, I wish that like, it didn't happen the way it did at Wembley, and that they were still around, because they were such a pleasure to be around. They were such a pleasure, and training with them as well was so much fun. Yeah, I just love that the way that the women's game is growing alongside the way that the youth and the junior programs are growing as well. I mean, the seniors is always going to be there, but it's just good to see everything else catch up finally.
Yeah,
because I think there's just been such a divide for such a while. I'm just watching these highlights back, and I'm so sad.
What a game! Oh, why does Uniball have to end? Keep it going all year round.
I know. Anyway, Mr. Tebbett, I have work in the morning. I am going to have to sign off, but I will bid you.
Hold on a second, because I'll just end the stream. So, thank you everyone who turned out for the earlier stream. Loughborough versus Portsmouth. Loughborough 29, Peterborough, Portsmouth 0, and also for the Prem game, UWE Bullets 34, Nottingham Gold 27. Bullets go back to back. Congratulations to the Bullets. Congratulations to Loughborough. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you hopefully on Sunday, where we will be streaming hopefully It's not confirmed yet. Bath Killer Bees versus the Reading Knights in the Div 2 South final. Also on that day, you've got Leicester Longhorns versus Liverpool in Liverpool.
Let's go Raptors. Prove Dylan wrong again.
Who cares about Dylan? And then remember, there's one last piece of Uniball business that we have to get out of the way before Mondays become free for me, Connor, and Dylan.
The Rundown Awards, right?
It is the Rundown Awards, which is happening next Monday at potentially earlier. Remember, it's Team of the Year, Div 1 Team of the Year, Div 2 Team of the Year, Prem Team of the Year, Best Social Media, Funniest Social Media, Comeback of the Year, Disappointment of the Year. Comeback and disappointment, you don't get your physical awards, but everyone else, I will send you a shiny trophy to commemorate all of it.
Nice.
So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out. What a game! What
a game!
What a game! Uniball. I love a bit of Uniball. We will catch you later on next week, Sunday. It's all coming off. Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for coming out. Goodbye.